You know what doesn't belong in your epic summer plans? Getting burned by your old wireless bill. I mean, they just bend you over and break it off, don't they? While you're planning your beach trips, your barbecues, and your 3-day weekends, your wireless bill should be the last thing holding you back. That's why I made the switch to Mint Mobile. With plans starting at $15 a month, Mint Mobile gives you the premium wireless service on the nation's largest 5G network. The coverage and the speed that you're used to, but way less money. So while your friends are sweating over the data overages and surprise charges, you're going to be chilling, literally and financially. Use your phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your number with you, along with all your existing contacts. Ditched overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless service for Mint Mobile for only $15 a month. Listen, the quality and the connectivity of Mint Mobile is second to none. In most cases, much better than the larger carriers. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get your summer savings and shop premium wireless plans at mintmobile.com/Bubba. That's mintmobile.com/Bubba. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months. Gigabyte plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Then full price plan options are available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY at checkout.
Hey now, everybody! Hey now! Here we go! Back in the saddle, baby! And I don't know if our issue from last week was fixed. Remember when we first started our live stream, you could hear us?
Oh, God, yeah.
And so if that's still the case, you heard Tony go, shit. Right at the beginning.
That's not possible, no.
No, I think actually that issue's fixed. So
I wonder what it was. Tell me what it was.
What was?
The issue.
It was just one bar in Streamlabs that was unmuted or muted.
I think we got it fixed. Yep. I think it's handled. So, but glad to be back. Our goal is going to be, like, now that we're doing all of our shows live, what we want to do is try our best. This is not always going to be the case, so you got to work with us. But our goal is to always go live by 3 p.m. Central Time.
Yes,
4 p.m. Eastern.
That's the goal.
And if we can get that and stay on track with that, that'd be great. If not, for a few minutes late, don't hold it against us. Like we'll be Gucci.
Yeah,
we good to go.
Doing the best we can.
Doing the best we can.
That's all you can ask.
Let me. John Bird's over there listening to the show on his phone.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Hold on, let me get my tablet.
All right, grab your tablet. All right, here we go.
I gotta watch for super chats too, but I think it finally hit me where the idea for the megaphone with the super chats came from. Mm-hmm. I think early on Lummy was doing that on Bubba's show. I think he was using a megaphone for super chats.
But was it as big as yours?
No, it was not as big as fancy as, like, there's nothing quite as fancy as this.
Pull the trigger. Go ahead.
Okay.
So you're saying that you stole somebody else's idea again?
Pretty much.
No, it just kind of became a part of who he was.
Hey now.
I like that.
Yeah, and I used, today on the radio, I used the one that Mike Chris bought us, too.
Did you take a picture?
No. But I used it several times.
How did it do?
It did great. It worked fantastic. It's a lot simpler than that one. You remember the problems I was having Friday during the show with Lynham. I was struggling to get it to work for the first part of the show. By the way, Friday's show, absolutely phenomenal.
It was weird. It took me the whole weekend to kind of just digest what happened.
Yeah. That was generally a good show.
Yeah, eating the egg was impressive. And honestly, Saturday night, the whole Lynham comedy thing, that was fantastic.
Yes. So we went to the comedy club Saturday night. It was David Lynham. He opened for Cassio Kid, and it was hilarious because Cassio immediately comes out there and he starts talking about all the black people that were getting there late and how they're only there because they got free tickets, and they're late because they had to stop by the liquor store on the way up and get something to drink before they came to the comedy club because everything's so expensive. I was like, yeah, we did too, and we're not black, but...
Yeah, I got to say, Cassio, the first time I saw him, I thought he was pretty good, but this last round, he got excellent real quick. He knows what he's doing now, for sure.
He upped his game on his comedy,
his
stand-up deal. Alrighty, off the top. Son of a...
Here we go. Mike Chris, $5. Game on, my friends.
Woo! Yes.
Good. Look at that. Coming in hot already. I like it. It is, I mean, you think about the progression of this podcast, which started in 2018, and then its current form, which started, what was did we start in October of 22?
I believe so.
No, it was October of 23.
23.
Was it 23?
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
So October, we'll be doing it from here for 2 years.
Yep.
Wow, I thought it was... Oh, I guess I was working with you then.
Yes.
Maybe that's when... yeah.
So it was... Man, what a wild ride it's been. We've gone from what we were doing. When it started, it was just me and him, and I was sitting at the end of the table, and he had like 3 cameras on me, and he was like changing the angle. We should go back and revisit that first episode.
I think so.
I don't know about that.
Is it going to be cringe if we do that?
It'd be cringe for me. I don't know about you.
Well, no, I mean, it would show the progression of who we are.
It'd be cringe for me too.
Yeah. That's just an excuse for cringe. Yeah.
Well, we had like 3 monitors set up behind me, and like Tony's table has not changed very much. Yours is about the same as it was when we started.
Yeah.
But this all changed. I mean, even the walls and just different stuff. Like it's
kicking now.
A dramatic. One of these days, we need to show the picture of what the studio looked like before we changed it to the studio.
Yeah.
It's a dramatic difference.
I just saw one of those pictures recently on one of the flashbacks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. So, how's life for everybody? How's life for Tony Gump?
Today it totally fucking sucks, dude. I'm having a hard time. I got a chance to meet somebody I really looked up to.
Oh.
And then it didn't happen.
I thought he was coming to give you a hug there.
No. I had a chance to meet somebody I was like looking forward to the first time in a long time, and it didn't pan out, and I woke up to a bunch of stupid texts. And it's just been nothing but crap all day. But I'm okay. How are you guys?
It was Brent Scallions.
Yeah,
right?
Lead singer from Fuel. Long story, but I had the opportunity. It was like set up on a platter for me, and shit happened.
Well, that all played out on the show Friday, too. Lynham was telling us about the music video with Charlie Reese. And so that's what you were going to do today, and it just didn't.
Yeah, I've never had somebody give me the opportunity to be in a music video either. I was looking more forward to meeting Brett, but the music video was kind of extra.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, instead of meeting Brett Scallions, he's meeting John Berg.
Yes. I closed the curtain. That's my symbolic thing to say we keep stuff from the world out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes. Well, I was thinking maybe the Lord above stopped me from saying something stupid, or sometimes they say you shouldn't meet people you look up to like that, you know?
Yeah.
So.
What if you would have gone and Brett Scallions would have like shanked you with a knife?
I would have never listened to that music the same again.
Right.
He might have been dead, so it wouldn't have mattered.
He would have been off the playlist for sure at that point.
You had your life saved today. John Berg, your day? How's your day? Your weekend? How'd it go?
I have an announcement to make.
Oh, God.
You're pregnant.
First, no, bigger than that. I do want to let everybody know that I had a great night with my son, Mason.
Nice.
We watched The Godfather. He's never seen The Godfather.
Wow.
24. So we watched that, and we air fried some incredible drumsticks, and we had some buffalo chicken cheese dip ranch, and had just a great time. We're going to do it again next week, so I was already off and, feeling good.
That's good for you, by the way. When I saw that on social media, I said, good for his son. I almost want your son's number so I can remind him periodically. Hey, don't forget, because the kids do that. They forget.
Well, you know what? He doesn't.
Really?
That's the thing, man. I mean, he's my hero. I look up to him. I want to be like him someday.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy, you know. Calls his grandpa, and he just, he's just really there. But it kind of inspired me, and something I've been thinking about for a while. I've decided to do it, and that is to reinvent myself.
Again.
But to do it in a positive way, not just put on a stupid little costume and act in a stupid little play of life. Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. What's going on?
This is phase 1.
What is this?
It's the new me.
Is this like a moment in time? What do we got?
What?
Freeze it. Freeze that moment in time.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, is this new dad?
First of all, look at the outfit. I'm dressed nice. No more just junking around. My fancy deck shoes.
Wow.
That's just phase 1. Now.
Hey, can we stop at phase 1 real quick and just figure out like what is the vibe of phase 1?
It's just to crawl up out of the mire.
It's like it's almost got dad vibes to it.
I'm dead. What?
Dad.
Oh, dad
vibes.
No, no. I mean, I love being a dad, but I'm an individual, and I want to be the best. I want to be the best that I could be, and it starts with a smart outfit. And if you guys have noticed, and I'm not ashamed, got a new haircut, put a little dye in there.
Oh, really?
You tell me that shit doesn't look good. Look at me.
I did compliment your hair, did I not?
Yes, you did. All right. Now that's, I'm moving forward. I've got I had to move my Mandu because of work till next week, but I am on that. I've been doing treadmill each morning. I've lost 17 pounds.
17? You've lost 17 pounds?
Part of it was depression based, but most of it has been, So I also wanted to show you the regime that I'm starting to do to be healthy. Okay, let me go through some of these supplements. We have St. John's wort. Oh. That's really good as far as helping you to focus and stay more calm. So I take one of these.
Is that like, does it really help you? Like,
yes.
Because I started taking lion's mane because everybody was talking about lion's mane mushroom really gives you energy, and I didn't notice much of a difference. Yeah, that exact brand, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff.
I've got some you can have. It's that exact one.
Okay, yeah.
It just didn't help me that much. I don't know.
You're not supposed to take that stuff if you're on any certain medications, I believe.
Right. And with my medications, I did have them checked by a doctor, and he said you want to allow at least 2 hours between taking your supplements and your meds.
Interesting.
It's not a dangerous mix with my meds, but he said they can almost counteract each other if you don't allow them to be absorbed first. Okay. So let's go over to this ashwagandha.
Isn't that the stuff that you take and trip out and have a religious experience?
That's psilocybin or psilocybin.
No, it's like ayahuasca is what I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Ashwagandha is actually, I think
that's good for a lot of stuff.
Yes, it's Indian.
Doesn't that have anti-inflammatory properties?
Look at you. But see, all these things work together.
With all this stuff, like, look, it's like a root or something, right? That's what the picture shows. Mm-hmm. Everything like this should be legal. But unfortunately, certain states and the country, they ban stuff. Not this stuff in particular, but I think about different products like we're doing with the hemp stuff or kratom or things that are legitimately just straight from a plant. Like, government, get your hands off this stuff. It's helping people.
Well, I've got a backup plan for that. I'm not going to tell anybody.
Okay, yeah, don't tell anybody.
Magnesium. Very important. People have no idea how much they need magnesium.
Yep.
I take one of these a day. I got about 6 more here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, while you dig out the next one.
Oh, yeah. All right, Chris. $10 for JB looking the part.
Ow!
That's half the game, baby.
That's right. I'm on the way, baby. All right. So now I've got tart cherry extract.
Oh yeah,
that is good. Actually, I've started taking it when I was having the what's the thing I had in my
gout?
Toe gout. Yes, it knocks gout out.
Really?
Yeah. So I take one a day and haven't had a bit of problem. It helps very much with joints and cartilage and things like that.
Does it? Where did you get all this information from?
You know what? When you're faced with an enemy that affects your life, you learn everything you can about that enemy and how to take care of it. You don't smell it. You just take it.
Yeah, definitely don't smell it. That smells like shit.
Everybody, especially you guys age, starting to get older, omega fish oil.
Now, I do hear
oil.
a lot of that. Yeah. Well, what does that do?
Okay, I take 6,000 a day.
Okay.
Not pills, milligrams.
It's still a lot.
Yeah, it's very important for joint health. Like when you were heavier, it would have been very important. It's still important, but like when I have weight gain, I can always tell it in my joints and everything. Or if I'm walking up the stairs and you hear, like that. So I take it, and that's taking care of a lot of that. And the weight loss will also help. This is crucial. I can't go without this.
Interesting.
Yes. And I've got one more here. I started thinking about that after I talked with Tony. Vitamin D3.
Now, if you're doing vitamin D3, do K2 on top of it. They interact with each other. K2, it's very important.
K2s?
Yep.
Is that like K4s?
No, it's
like a mountain.
It's a vitamin. Anyway, it interacts with you can look it up. They work hand in hand with each other.
Okay. I will add that to my regime. And then, of course, I have my regular medications. I take like 13, 14 a day.
And actually, you can find a supplement with the D3 and the K2 already together. That's what I use.
Yeah. Well,
I got like 1,000 of these, though.
I feel like Rhonda Dials here.
Yeah, it's Rhonda Gump.
I mean, it all works together. Now we're going to go to my facial routine.
Okay.
Okay. I will let everybody know, because from now on, I mean, I'm going to be transparent, but in a positive way. I have that stuff that takes your skin off.
Which is called?
It's like your tan comes off. See?
Wow, your tan is coming off.
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it? Indivigo?
Inagata Davida?
Something like that. But it's something that I have to deal with. When I was with, I decided that I needed to accept it rather than go with a bunch of things. So I've got, eventually I'm going to be white as a ghost, and my hair will turn white. Okay. Then it says my irises will eventually turn white, and then I will turn into pure energy and just go straight up to heaven. That's what the doctor said. I don't know if that's the case, but coming along here, I've got my double duty facial moisturizer. That's from Jack Black, believe it or not.
The real Jack Black?
I don't know, but it looks like his signature.
Maybe it's like Panama Jack from Walmart.
Oh, no. This is good stuff. This is highly recommended. This is a 5-star thing here. So that's part of my routine. I start off my day like this, and I finish my day like this. Now, you guys may wonder, my gosh, he's got no bags or wrinkles around his eyes. What is going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Rock multi-correction. Now, what I do is every night, I take some, I close my eyes, and I rub it right here and right here. I also do that in the morning. Well, you think, okay, all right, well, that's taken care of. No, it hasn't.
Good Lord. This got to take you all day to do all this stuff.
No. Then this is the rock retinol pills. You take these. It's really weird. You don't take them internally. You take one out and you just squeeze it and rub it on your eye.
Really?
Yeah, and that's for the whole eye area here and around.
You sure it's not a suppository?
No, it's not. And then last but not least, I have my hyaluronic acid with ginseng and green tea retinol moisturizer from Yealf.
Yealf?
Yes. Now that keeps my skin supple. So that's pretty much what I do every day.
I didn't mean to knock your phone down.
No, that's fine. I can't see where's everybody. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know that those are things that I'm doing. My goal is to look 38 by my birthday.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That is.
Okay, let's say 46.
That's a lot. Well, and maybe that helps somebody. Maybe you just gave somebody some advice that they never thought about.
It keeps you away from the doctor's office.
This stuff is weird. Do you say you splooge it on your face?
Yeah, you want me to show you?
No.
Yeah, let me show you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, here.
By the way, we already shouted out Mike Christ, who's in the house, but I want to give a special shout out to my man JT, who never gets to see it live, and he's finally
here
live in the house. What's up?
JT, well, this application is for you. See these little things? You twist them. Take them off.
What? Oh, it's clear. Huh.
It's okay,
bro. Oh, it's don't cry. It's so it's a liquid in the little.
Yes.
Look
at this. Isn't it incredible? Look at the wrinkles are gone. The bags are gone.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Why does it come in those little things and not in like a bottle, like a squirt bottle?
Because they're cool. It's really cool. But plus, they let you know how much to use. One of them for both eyes.
Okay.
Smart. That's smart thinking.
I feel like they are doing excessive packaging so you can get less, like shrinkflation. Then you have to buy them more often.
If you want to think that, but these are professional people. They know what they're doing. I trust them. I've done a lot of research, and these right here, these are the most trustworthy people right here in this bag.
I did not know that asking John Bird how his day was going to get us 20 minutes into the podcast, but
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of info to absorb.
Yeah. Well, I want to document. I want everyone to see the transitions that I make.
Yeah.
Eventually, by my birthday, I will be coming in here in a Speedo, and I'll do some poses for everybody.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
When is that?
Well, my birthday's August 6th.
Oh, you're going to do that on your birthday?
Yes. And you know what? Maybe we can do a blur and not do it live. I could come in my birthday suit on my birthday. Huh?
Well, we'll just get you a black poster and cut out a little, rectangle so you can use it for a like a sensor type
Actually,
thing.
They've got on Amazon. They've got the stuffed eggplant emojis. I can just take that, tat around my legs.
Yeah,
and hang
that's
it.
it. That's it. Just hold it between your legs. That's a fantastic idea.
I like that.
Our show's gonna get so gay really quick.
That's not gay. This is for the women. It's chicks only. Okay.
Really gay, really quick. All right. My day was fine. In case anybody was wondering. I always tell about what's going on in my life when it comes to the radio. Like, I always start my show with all the crazy stuff that's going on. And I think I've really been slacking on informing people on the podcast as to what's going on in my life. So I'm going to try to do a better job at that. I'm going to do a lot better job at that.
JT, I love the black egg content. The black egg. Eat them with a stinky fish and maybe a little charcuterie board.
Oh, I've got a charcuterie board.
God, think about that. A charcuterie board of disgusting items.
Well, I don't know if I want to use mine because it was custom made for me. It was.
No, we can get a
cheap, a Walmart
cheap
brand.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be a good idea to do a charcuterie, like a whole layout of just some of the most disgusting stuff
and we
could
each
find?
could take a bite? That would be great. Yeah.
Tony's nervous laugh.
Oh, there's no nervous here.
He's like, I'm not doing it.
He's for it. He's for it, man.
I'm not into doing that stuff. There was too much peer pressure going on Friday, and so I just did it. But I don't want people to make a habit out of that.
Yeah, the bite was small, my friend. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it really was.
It was very small. So in my world, briefly, we put up a swimming pool.
Yes.
It's 12 by 20. Got it from Costco. My Mexican family helped me put it up. Because I thought, well, if I'm going to put something up like that, I need Mexicans to help me.
And
so that's what I did.
They're thinking, yes, we get to hang out in the pool.
Yeah, we had margaritas actually while we put it up.
Ooh.
And that was 2 Saturdays ago, and here we are, a week and a half later, and I still have not been inside the pool. I haven't even dipped my toe in it.
The weather has been pretty crazy.
Yeah. And I was going to do it yesterday, but then I had to cut grass, and it was just a whole thing. I should have never fired my grass people, because now my ass is out there doing it.
Yeah.
And that's not fun. I don't if I had like a high-end, Cub Cadet, Willie, whatever.
Yeah. With the radial turn, 180 turn.
Or one of these Bubba Skag mowers or something. I'd be all right with it. But, I don't have a big piece of land, so I got a self-propelled push-mower Willie. And really, I fired my yard guys, not because they were bad, but because I was going to get my 15-year-old to do it. Well, I couldn't get the schedule lined up, and if I can't get him over to the house soon enough, then I end up in a situation where it's like cut it or continue to get ridiculed by your neighbors.
Yeah, you don't have an HOA, do you?
No, but it's a mental thing. Like you never want to be the yard that looks the worst on your block. So as long as you can let your grass grow, but never let it grow where it's more than everybody else's. Mm-hmm. And that's where we were yesterday.
So it's peer pressure. You talk about peer pressure.
A lot of peer pressure. Speaking of pressure, how about Daddy Trump applying the pressure over the weekend? Yep. First of all, and this is the main point I've wanted to make, because I've tried to express to people that Trump is not going to take us to World War III. He's the last president we've ever had that was going to do that. Yet you had the panicans all over the weekend, and people I respect, from Tucker Carlson to Candace Owens to Ian Carroll, some guys that I think they provide some insightful content that were flipping out and saying, well, I hope you're ready for World War III. You're about to go die for Israel and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, chill. And so what happens? This is all after he drops the bunker busters. They fly the B-2s over there, drop the bombs, Tomahawk missiles, everything. And that's when it was World War III. And then yesterday, during the radio show, Iran fires off 14 missiles at our base in Qatar in Saudi Arabia. And as soon as it happened, I said, you know what? I bet you they already told us about it and told us to get out of the way.
Did you really?
And then guess what? We found out they told us to get out of the way. They just had to show their people that, hey, look, we're doing something to retaliate.
Man.
And they didn't do squat. So after that, Trump's like, hey, you've shot your wad. Hope you got it out of your system. Let's do a ceasefire. Tells both sides. Both sides agree to a ceasefire like 12 hours after they have that conversation, which means they maybe got some missions in place that they want to go ahead and finish up, which is a little weird, but if you call for a ceasefire, you're like, yeah, but after I bomb you a few more times, I don't know. So they get to the end of it, and Iran fires off a missile or two, and then Israel comes over and drops a heavy payload of bombs on Iran right as the ceasefire is supposed to take effect. Trump gets word of it. He's pissed. He is pissed. And this was him heading out to Marine One to head to the NATO summit in, the Netherlands. Is it Switzerland or it's the Netherlands, ain't it?
I think.
Amsterdam. Where's Amsterdam at?
It's not Switzerland. I know that much. Holland.
That's where they have all the nudie.
Isn't it Holland?
Yeah. It's the Netherlands or Holland or whatever. Anyway, that's where he's going here, but he stops and talks to reporters for a moment. And they ask him about this whole thing about the ceasefire seemingly getting sideways and not working out. Here's what Trump said.
That Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. When I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Wow.
What the fuck they're doing? Oh, that's good. He was mad. And guess what? All it took was an F word, and the ceasefire's back on. Everybody's back on the ceasefire.
Yes.
Everything's cool. And we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But for now, that's a big thing.
Mike Chris, $5 for the Padukes. Is that the Padukes? What is that? Padukes.
Is that the sound of a bunker buster going into the ground? Padook.
I don't know, but Bird looks like he shrunk a foot.
Yeah, Bird. Give us some posture, my friend.
Well, unfortunately, one of the side effects from those things is you do shrink.
The fish oil makes you shrink.
Your wee willy winker gets bigger.
Oh, wow.
But you shrink.
So all your height is going to your crotchal area.
Yeah, let's see if I can pull on it.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm going to try and crank it up.
Push it back in.
Oh, that's better. That's much better.
Push that wee willy winker back in there and sit up in your chair. One of the topics as of late. Do I look red to y'all? Did I stay in the tanning bed too long the other day?
Actually, I got to be honest with you. You look red just me looking at you. So
really?
I don't know if it's... Yeah, you may have been in the tan bed too long.
I think I went yesterday. I think I was in there too long. That's not good. Now I'm going to have to take fish oils for the rest of my life so I don't get wrinkled.
Well, you could do flaxseed oil with the omega-3 so you don't end up smelling a little like a fish.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it all depends on the quality you get. This is a 5-star one that I take, and you can't smell anything, and it doesn't make you taste fishy inside.
Yeah. Really?
That's very important. I'm sorry, Walmart. You got to stay away from Great Value.
I do not want to be fishy inside. I'm not a big fish guy. I'll eat fish, like fried fish or something, but I don't know about, like... I don't know. I'm not. I feel like everybody's into seafood, and I'm not really into seafood that much, but I'm not opposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fish is really good for you. That's why the Japanese live so long. They eat a high diet of fish over there.
And because they're ninjas.
Yep. They eat
that
duck
too.
eggs and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, they do. Century eggs. Delicious. Delicious with ghost peppers. I probably would have vomited if it wasn't for the ghost pepper sauce I put on mine. My honest
and with that small bite, and you saw the 2 big bites I took.
Mm-hmm. I was proud of you. You did good.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
You should. You should. CNN has apparently got their hands on top secret information. This just coming out moments ago.
Oh, God.
Saying that the bunker busters that were dropped on the Iranian nuclear facilities didn't work, and that very minimal damage was done to the nuclear program. Which is odd, but 2 things. One, how did CNN get their hands on top secret information? And 2, CNN, you're full of shit.
That it was produced by the Defense Intelligence Agency, which is the Pentagon's intelligence arm. And it is worth noting that it is a very early assessment. The strikes were only a matter of days ago, and the intelligence community is still gathering intelligence. They are still working to come up with a full, comprehensive picture of what exactly happened here. But based on a battle damage assessment that was carried out by U.S. Central Command, essentially looking at the images and looking at what was actually damaged, the Defense Intelligence Agency has assessed that the core components of Iran's nuclear program are largely intact, and that Iran's nuclear program has essentially only been set back by months. Now, we presented this information to the White House for comment, and White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt, she did acknowledge the existence of this assessment, but she said in a statement that the administration disagrees with it. She said, quote, "This alleged assessment is flat out wrong and was classified as top secret, but was still leaked to CNN by an anonymous low-level loser in the intelligence community. The leaking of this alleged assessment is a clear attempt to demean President Trump and discredit the brave fighter pilots who conducted a perfectly executed mission to obliterate Iran's nuclear program. Everyone knows what happens when you drop 14 30,000-pound bombs perfectly on their targets, total obliteration." Now, it is worth noting here that there has been dissent, I should say, within the intelligence community, within the defense community, about just how much of an impact these massive bunker buster bombs would actually have on Iran's nuclear facilities. It was far from certain, given that these bombs had never been tested in an actual combat scenario, whether they would actually penetrate those very, very deep underground tunnels that lie underneath these nuclear facilities. And what we are told is that as of now, this Defense Intelligence Agency assessment, it does conclude at this point, again, it is still very early, that those underground facilities, including the centrifuges, including the highly enriched uranium that everyone has been talking so much about, those are largely intact. Now, of course, this does...
So why does CNN so badly want the nuclear facilities of Iran to be intact? Why do y'all want that so bad? So they can say Trump failed? Is that all they're going for? Here's 2 things. One, as Caroline Leavitt said, you drop 14 30,000-pound bombs that have the capacity to literally, blow up anything in its way. 14 of them right on target. And you mean to tell me that that did no damage whatsoever. Second of all, do you think Iran would have agreed to a ceasefire if they didn't have their nuclear capabilities anymore? I mean,
just a little common sense.
They would have been like, no, we're good because we're still good on the nuclear side of things. They would have said kick rocks. But 14 of those bombs, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It was a low level. And did they say, well, it's an early assessment, but looking with the pictures, you're looking at a mountain range and deciding what's going on underneath it from the pictures, from the satellite pic. Give me a break, you bunch of idiots. CNN's the worst.
I'm just glad something finally popped with the whole Iran thing. I've been sick of hearing about it for 2 decades, Yeah. Either bomb
all
or
these
don't
presidents
at this point.
talking about wanting to do something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's what Trump does, is what he's been having to do since he's been in office is cleaning up other people's mess. I was personally shocked over the weekend at the Panicans, the people that were freaking out about Trump is taking us to war. And I'm like, that's the last thing to do is going to do. Like, we've got to be at the end of our rope for Donald Trump to send us to war. And by us, I mean our military, obviously, not me and you, John Bird. We're not going to war.
No.
But those are our men and women. So we don't want them going to war if they don't have to. If it's over a Middle East conflict between even Israel, man, if it's between two countries, like, y'all have it out. But if you're going to have a nuclear weapon and you're going to chant death to America every day, like, we might have to get involved.
Well, I mean, they're super cells. That's what I'm more worried about, the sleeper cells.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're all sleeping still.
I would have thought they'd been activated by now, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Maybe.
Who knows?
I personally don't think Iran's going to activate any sleeper cells, but it's a matter of, do some of these guys do it on their own? Like, do these radical Islamic jihadists come out and say, Allahu Akbar, it's time for me to, go blow up a gay club or something.
Allegedly, yeah.
Jimmy Jam, congratulations on being a member for 2 months.
Wow.
Yes. I got to find somewhere else to put this because I need to.
Just put it there. That's good.
I need to nonchalantly be able to bring it over here.
Yeah, chat's been lobbying for a song from Bird, by the way, but we can get to that later.
Oh, my gosh. Do you want to do that on members only? Or do you even want to do a song today? Ananda, I'm not putting pressure on you.
No, I mean, whatever you folks want. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm improving myself. That's why I'm turning into a badass, good-looking, take over the world kind of guy.
Yeah, $5. He's late, but he's here.
Yeah, Jim, me, John. Boom.
Yeah. So,
yeah, we can do it either way.
So, I guess, I say we wait till members only. I don't know. What does the audience think? Maybe we need to do one on this one just because the people that aren't members can find out what they're missing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I could do an abbreviated version.
Scott Seals for $10 because I have no life and want to hear you say my name. 3-month member.
3-month member. I've never done a song for him. So.
You never done one for Scott?
Yeah, he said I'd never done one.
Yeah, Scott got in on the member deal early. So I guess that means we're 3 months into the memberships.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I think, who was the very first member? Boomer. That's who it was. Boomer was our very first member, followed quickly by Scott, Trish, Tony Gump, and I don't remember who else is on there. I could look at the list. It's still got, for people that have stayed members, it keeps them in their place on our list. Has anybody seen my wife in the chat? I feel like I need to keep up with her. She's probably working, actually.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her. Or Boomer.
Where's Boomer? Where's Boomer?
Oh my gosh, we have no moderators. What the heck?
Oh,
I know.
There's going to be anarchy.
What if they start saying the N-word in our chat?
No,
we can't do anything about
it. Don't say
it,
folks.
Don't say the N-word. And by N-word, we mean nuclear.
Nuclear. That's right. That's right.
The nuclear word.
Scott, tell me a few things. Give me a couple of things to talk about.
Yeah. Scott, put something in the chat, something John Bird can go on. And let me play this clip for John Bird real quick. Yeah. So with the stuff going on in Iran, you've got, and this is no surprise, you're going to have people in this country, in particular leftists, who are all of a sudden, who never really thought anything about Iran in the first place, are now supporting Iran, just like they did with Gaza, just like they've done with, they running around with Mexican flags during the ICE protest and everything else. This girl right here says she's actually pleading to Iran to come over here and bomb red states.
Dear Iran, this is my official application of states that you should wipe out because we did not vote for that orange Cheeto man over here in Los Angeles. Alabama.
Yeah, we did.
Out of here.
Florida.
Out of here.
Faggot.
Arkansas.
Boom.
Oklahoma.
Get them gone.
Ohio.
No.
Kansas.
Gone.
Kentucky.
No.
Arkansas.
Red.
Tennessee.
Fire.
Texas.
Oh, double.
Let me get my best friend out, and then Texas. Okay, and my family, and then Texas. Anyways, I hope you consider this application and really take it into consideration.
Out of here.
Dear
So there you go.
Yeah.
Jordan with the $4.99. So glad to catch you on my lunch break. She probably regrets that after that video.
Thank you, Jordan. $4.99.
Those people were sick. I'm sorry.
Can I say there are times when I play videos to provoke Jumbird in a way, and sometimes it goes too far. Sometimes I provoke him too much, and now I think he's at that point. So let's forget everything we just saw, and let's talk about Scott Seals and a song for him.
Yeah. Scott, you're not giving us information. I'm telling you what, you've got 15 seconds. Ready, go.
Well, if Scott doesn't give information, maybe he's working, maybe he's busy.
What's more important than this?
Well, I'm saying that you can make up some stuff for Scott, like what you think he would be into. And that would be fun. By the way, Jimmy Jam said, I guess he and Jordan ordered Nan shirts.
That's awesome.
That is so.
It's Porter
man,
Boomer's
y'all are
life.
the best.
Yeah, we just saw Nan and Boomer Saturday night, in fact.
Yeah, they actually went to the comedy club with us. So that was very awesome. Thank y'all for doing that. And if you would, Tony, if you want to pull up my Facebook profile real quick, I'll show y'all what, and you can probably screenshot this or whatever if you're not on Facebook, where you can get the. Look at the stuff people post on my Facebook. Look at that picture right there. Just Tay-Ron Lego. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. There's the good time from Friday night. Almost there.
Oh, that's impressive, yeah.
There it is. Okay, so Nan's Warriors. You can click the picture. It should make it big. There's the info right there. So if you want to order one, this is for Boomer's wife who's going through chemo. All the information is right there that you need to order you one of those shirts, and ways to pay for it and everything else. So I think Trish has already ordered ours. When we get them, we'll wear them on the podcast too, so y'all can see how good I look in the pink shirt.
Wow, Mike's got a good one. He wants to do that. That he'll pay for. It's a girl named Jessica that moved too far away from the beautiful mountains of western North Carolina to Michigan and to the top.
Wow.
She pulls for Michigan teams.
That sounds like one of your stories.
Yeah, it does. What's her name?
Jimmy Jam, $5 for Dan Warriors.
Yeah, we can save that for after.
For the post show?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's deep. That's actually very...
All right, so Scott raises horses. He repairs fiberglass bathtubs. I did a jingle for a bathtub company one time.
I can't put the megaphone up here because I have to, like, if you look at Bird's camera, I get all up in your way every time. So I can't do that. Sorry. I'm just gonna put it down here.
You know what? We need to get a little stool so you don't have to reach down. You just reach over.
Or maybe like a little holster on the side of the table here where I can just be like.
Of course.
I like that idea. Tim Thornton, what's up, buddy? What's up, Cherry? What's up? Who else have I not mentioned?
Sessiger.
Tracy Sessiger.
Bob Cook.
Bob Cook. How can I forget Bob Cook? Bob Cook. So, all right. So, like you said, raising horses, repairing fiberglass bathtubs for a living.
And he loves the radio show and podcasts.
Loves the radio show and the podcast.
All right, I'm going to fill in some blanks here, and we'll see.
If y'all find yourself watching this podcast and then especially find yourself sending money to this podcast, do you ever question, like, where your life's at? Because that's what I feel like you probably should do.
Well, then they're part of the family because we question our own lives every day at this point.
Yeah,
right?
being part of the family is actually what's going to make you question your own life. Like, how did you get hemmed up with people like us? But your whole family, so you can't unfamily yourself, unfortunately. All right, John Bird, Scott Seals, who's one of our original members of Over the Line. God, seems like it's to think it's been 3 months since we started the members only thing.
Yep.
Now it's added a lot more to our plate, and instead of doing 2 shows a week, we're now doing 5 shows a week. But it's worth it, you know.
We're just hanging out, having fun, you know.
That's it. That's all we're doing.
It's gonna have to tune it up a little bit.
Oh my God, that sounds beautiful.
Yep, that's better.
Is that Brett Scallions playing guitar?
You're trying to rub it in now.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
When you get opportunities in life, go after them. Don't sit back and wait for it to happen to you. Sorry.
It's going to be my life goal to make sure Tony Gump meets Brett Scallions. I'm serious about that. I'm going to make
just
that
one
happen.
time, please. You know.
We'll make that happen.
All right, Bird.
Do a little. I'll do it to the David Lynham song. Here's David.
Dude, that song was wild, by the way.
Yeah, I put it out. I was going to post it, and the comedic value with everybody right now was just.
I hate you, David.
Die, David, die. Okay, let's see what's a good key. What style? Scott, what style do you want me to do this in? I never ask anybody.
Do you want to do it in what are the different styles?
Well, we got reggae.
My mind just went all over the place.
You know, you can do country.
Doggy style. Yeah. That's what Tony was thinking.
New wave.
I mean, you know,
there's pretty much anything. I haven't used my fingernails. Well, Scott, 3, 2, 1.
Do you need a pick?
You need a pick? We got picks.
Do we have a pick?
Of course we do.
I left mine in my my whatchamacallit.
We don't want you to blister up your fingers there, buddy.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna make the choice.
There's your pick.
Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a medium.
Okay, let's rock and roll. Okay, all right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start out with sort of a hair metal ballad, but then it's going to get really aggressive.
Okay.
Okay.
Start out with that.
All right.
God Almighty.
Yeah. Take yourself and move to your right a little bit too while you're
there. You
go.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, what's going on here? I'm not musically inclined enough to know what just happened there.
It sucks. It sounds horrible. I got to tune it.
Well, tune away, my friend. Scott, we'll get you your song one day, buddy. One of these days.
Well, we will. Don't say one day.
Oh, you're tuning it on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fancy.
Well, it's much easier to do.
How does that even work? What are the mechanics of that?
It listens to it, and then it chimes whenever you're on key.
What a great piece of technology.
Yep.
Shows you how out of the loop I am on music. I watch my son take drum lessons. That's all I do, music-wise.
How's he doing with those?
He's good. He's getting really good at it.
You tuning that down a half step?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
It just happened to be, for some reason, Friday night. I had it tuned up.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Sorry. Am I out of tune?
No, that was pretty good.
Oh my God.
This is fascinating podcast material, by the way. But it's got to be done. We don't have a choice.
Everybody's probably like, get on with it now.
Send the super chat to tune the guitar, so Jumber can buy a new guitar.
There we go.
All right,
Okay.
folks. Thank you for waiting. It's going to be worth the wait. I can guarantee you that.
Well, bring the microphone closer so we can hear you.
It's going to be worth the wait. I can guarantee you that. Let's see. I got to find it.
Can I say the Fat Pig says you need to seal up your members only. If you leave the stream on, you can get it for free. Is that true? What do you? I guess what do you mean by leaving the stream? Because there was a day last week where we didn't end the stream. We just went to black screen and it stayed on for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, I
and
don't
I
know.
noticed it and I cut it off.
Yeah, I have no idea about that.
I wonder if that's what he means. Because we won't do that again.
Yeah, we'll make sure to kick everybody out that's not a member.
Listen, if you can figure out how to get the members only for free, we will take off our hat to you and let you have it for free. Because you're obviously smart and you love the show enough to go to all that trouble.
Yep.
Chris says we should find the bird a nice gut. I guess that guitar. I got a beautiful guitar. Thank you. Oh, it's actually out in there, but I'm not going to use it.
What about it? What if he means gut though? Wants to find you a beautiful gut, maybe a 6-pack abs.
Well, okay. I mean, if you'll pay for the surgery, I'll do it.
Because you do struggle with gut health, IBS, and all that.
Well, that's why he's taking all those supplements.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's beautiful.
All right, here we go. Good old G.
Every 80s metal ballad starts with these chords. God seals Scott seals my man, he knows the deal because he's Scott seals. Back 3 months ago, when OTL went live, started making people pay just to hang out. Scott said, here's the money, honey, let's have a good time. Show everybody how to have some fun. Riding horses while watching over the line. Galloping through, drinking wine, he's so fine. Scott Seals. Well, he's a man, loves fiberglass, that's his passion. Fixing tubs so you can sit your ass right in the tub and just rub a dub. He's Scott Seals. There's one thing he's always talking about. Man called Andrew on a radio.
He's really into this one.
Well, when he discovered that boy was online, pulled out his wallet, made sure everything went fine. Because he's Scott Seals, an original member of Over the Line. He inspires millions of people every time. Ride your horse, Scott, through the fields. He's got me feeling my feels, 'cause he's Scott Seal. after man, riding horses all through this land. Scott, I'm proud to call you my friend. I hope this podcast never ends. All those got see ya. I'll be with you till the end. Oh, Scott, see.
Wow!
All right.
Wow! That was a roller coaster.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Scott, I just started feeling these emotions. I think it talks about his personality. I think it's like he can be soft, quiet, everything, but he can be up there too. Because he's riding a horse. He probably rides a bareback. I don't mean no naked. I mean without a saddle.
Yeah.
Seals
got you in the feels.
Yes, he did.
Is that what
Seals
you're saying?
got me in the feels.
That was actually very intense.
Yeah,
very proud of you.
I gotta go get a Mountain Dew.
The volume changes were intense for me. I mean, that was all over the place.
I think the loudness added to the intensity.
I'm glad I was ready for it a couple of occasions.
Scott says that was great, JB. Thanks. He said thank you. Scott loved it, by the way.
Thank you, Scott.
So good.
That's what matters.
That's what matters.
Woo, a little dizzy. I gave him my heart and soul.
You did. And that's, by the way, in a lot of cases, not always, it's just kind of organic, but in a lot of cases, if you watch the members only pod, you get some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it may be for somebody special, it may be for a super chat, whatever. Could be anything. Somebody, who was it that texted me or sent a message? Was it Mike or JT or I think somebody commented on one of our videos and said they had a package coming to the vape store.
Oh, yeah, who was that?
It must have been a YouTube comment. I don't remember.
I don't know. I'll check tomorrow.
I think it was. Yeah, we'll get it between now and Thursday. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly who it is. I just barely saw it on the way in.
If it's there tomorrow, I can bring it home because I got to go out to Chubb Father's tomorrow for lunch. So.
Oh, it was Mike Chris. That's who it was. He said, "Not sure if you'll see this or not, but keep an eye out for a pretzel delivery tomorrow at the vape shop." That was a day ago, so it may already be there.
As long as it fits through the door.
It was a giant life-size pretzel.
Pretzel flavored vape.
Because you're obviously a peanut butter pretzel guy, but are you just an average pretzel guy?
If they're hot with mustard on it.
You wouldn't eat a regular... I've seen you eat pretzels before.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're not my go-to meal. Now, I will have to admit, I've already eaten that whole thing.
Right.
But I divided it up into 2 sittings, so I don't want to be a pig.
Well, you'll eat whatever that's sent to us, pretty much. I mean, that's that's the conclusion we've come to.
There's so much in that.
You're hungry though. You're a hungry boy. You're a growing boy.
Not anymore.
No, you're not hungry anymore?
Yeah, I've got something in there that curbs hunger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to be very deliberate after tonight, because tonight I'm going to go home and eat the rest of those drumsticks that me and my son had, and the rest of the dip. We split the dip. So after that,
interesting.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
It's all about improving yourself.
You didn't tell us what you did today. You just talked about your new look. What did you do today? Sit around and eat peanut butter pretzels?
No, I worked.
What kind of work?
I worked for a few hours. I worked at an undisclosed location.
Okay.
Doing an undisclosed amount of work. It's a government.
Is the government contract? What kind of work was it? I mean, like, what did you have to do?
It involved some hand-to-hand combat.
Did you have to go dressed up as Dr. Dingling for the occasion? Is this like an OnlyFans deal?
That's real hand-to-hand combat.
That really is.
Sword fight.
No, I did some work at World Market.
Okay.
Just bringing stuff in and stuff.
That's Rose, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think she came by our event Saturday, and she was talking to Dixon and Vining, and I didn't get to say anything to her.
Oh, man.
And I didn't want to be weird and be like, hey, are you Rose from World Market? So I hope she doesn't think I'm a douchebag or anything.
No. I mean,
tell her I said hi.
She's very sad, I'm sure.
Just make sure she knows I'm just awkward in public.
You gotta work on that.
At least you show up to your event you're supposed to go to, unlike me.
Yeah. Well,
damn it.
Let's not even get into that.
I was the celebrity for that event, so it's it's different. It'd be like Brett Scallion's not showing up for the video shoot today.
Well, I did feel special when Lynham texted me and wondered where I was. So there was that.
That is, yeah. That was
heartfelt. Thank you, David.
Did I send him your number? Or
yeah, you sent me his number, and I sent him a text last night telling him how excited I was, and then I didn't make it.
Gotcha. So. My wife loves World Market, by the way. She is. Wait, it doesn't show her as a moderator. Did she get? But no wonder we don't have any moderators in here. We lost our privileges for our moderators.
The chat's been filthy.
It's been disgusting in here.
What?
Hold on. Let's see. Add as a moderator. Okay. I think I fixed it. I don't know how she wasn't a moderator. And then Boomer, I hadn't seen Boomer, so I don't know if his got booted off too.
He may be taking care of business.
Yep. She had, Trish had me in World Market. Like, they would do these things like once a month or whatever it is, and they would hide gift cards, like World Market gift cards from $20 to $50 to $100.
Wow.
And had like 4 of them in the store, and they'll say, all right, they're hidden, see if you can find them. And then people would come in there and search for those gift cards. She had me for like 2 hours looking for one of those gift cards.
Did you find one?
No, hell no. I can't even find my socks at the house. I'm like, this is crazy.
Man. I'll have to look for some next time I work there.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to check. You'll have to ask Rose what days they do it. But they've got like designated times and days that I don't know if it's once a week or once a month or whatever. But, I mean, if you're good at looking for stuff, I'm not.
I'm not.
Good at looking for stuff.
Oh, no. Tony is. You can just tell by his personality.
I'm not going to be in a store looking for gift cards, man.
Well, no, but you're probably really good at finding things, right?
I mean, I guess. I can spot out Waldo, if that's what you mean.
Okay, give Bubbles a salt lick. That would be great.
What is a salt lick?
Oh, like for horses. You're calling me a horse now? First you call me Bubbles, then you call me a horse?
Is it like a salt cube, like a sugar cube?
Yeah, a salt lick. It's like, I think they have them like on the, they'll have them on like the fence, and they can go over and lick it because I think evidently they don't get enough salt. Maybe when they perspire it all out, but they need salt.
I gotcha. So we need to, here we go. A salt lick is a natural or artificial deposit of salt and other minerals that animals regularly lick to supplement their diet. These licks provide essential minerals like sodium, calcium, iron, phosphorus, and zinc, which are crucial for various bodily functions, including bone and muscle growth. Animals are naturally drawn to salt licks, and they play a significant role in both wildlife and livestock management.
Thank you.
So why do you need one?
I don't know. I do.
You got a whole bag of salt licks over there.
Well, I mean, I do have salt tablets if I start to get low.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you drink lots of water, you got to have a little salt in your diet, or else you won't stay hydrated.
Oh, it's twice a day in the month of November. Oh, they do the gift cards twice a day in November.
Dang.
So was it that long ago we did that? November? That's wild. We're about to have to wrap this episode up, but we're immediately going to come back with a members only here in just a few moments. I am very excited to announce, I'm also kind of disappointed to announce that there has been a fish tank season, a brand new fish tank season going on. And we had no idea about it. And the reason that's important is because that's where the JJ came from. I saw them because I follow those guys on social media, and they posted a video of Bam Margera standing in the middle of the fish tank house. And they're actually back in the original house where they did the first fish tank episode. Or the first fish tank season. So, Tony, if you could show just real quick, we won't get into it, but just a preview what we're going to be talking about when we get back on the members only. This is Fish Tank, and you've got essentially like 10 autistic people living in a house, and they just see who can survive.
We need to get Bird in there at this point.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You could really represent us well if you were on Fish Tank.
We'd do better than those punks.
Yeah, you would.
I could take them out one at a time.
Ooh, they got a Hummer in there. Check this out. All right, not a Hummer. I'm sorry, Cybertruck I meant.
Yeah, look at that. So essentially, you can go all those different camera angles. You can click on any of those cameras and watch it 24/7, no matter what these people are doing.
Dude.
Oh, you know who that is?
Who?
Are you just eating?
You know that guy? I sent y'all a video of him the other day. He said, "I'm a race car."
Oh my gosh, he's a well-known.
Yeah, he is. What's his name?
On social media.
I don't know.
He's very funny.
Don't you remember that, Tony?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Hold on, we got to play that video
I've
now.
seen several posts.
I'll pause that, but that caught my eye there.
You're like, what is that on the floor? It's a monster. Hold on, I'm looking through her text thread to see if I can find
now
that.
I just got to keep looking. What else?
Actually, I tell you what, let's go ahead and end this show,
Okay.
and then when we come back on the other side of the members only, then we can get into all that.
10-4.
There's so many. There
Wait a minute. Help me gift the membership before you end the live, Trish said.
Who do you want to gift it to, babe? Oh yeah, she wants to gift one to her mom. That's what it was. I remember now. So go to the little money sign down in the corner, click that, and see if it says memberships. See if you can gift a membership. I wish we had the ability to gift memberships to people, but I don't know how it works. So we're gonna wait on her because I think she's got to be in here to. I mean, the video has to be going for her to gift a membership.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's another video. I'm just sending you stuff right now, Tony, that we're going to use on the members only.
Okay.
In particular, that country song that I sent y'all the other day. Do you remember that?
Yeah. How could I forget that, man? That was crazy.
That was a really good one. Maybe
Are you sure we can even play that?
Sure, we can.
Okay.
John Burke can actually perform it live.
Well, actually, I could.
Somebody show Be Inspired how to do a membership. Oh, Mike Chris, can you teach my wife how to do that?
Ted Bell.
Mike Chris with a membership to Ted Bell.
Hold on, Trish. If you can text me the screen name that needs the membership, I've got
Ted. So Ted got the membership.
CMC is the one that needs the membership. CMC, is that the name?
CMC.
Because that's we got enough homies in here. Somebody will give CMC a membership, and even though John Burt still doesn't have a membership, but
no,
that's all right.
Nobody will gift me. No, they don't have to gift me.
I don't know, but I just saw the name Tire Guru. That's a pretty cool name.
A channel holder
Tile
can give
Guru. Sorry,
5 memberships a month. Can we? Hold on, let me see here.
I'm starting to trust the fat pig more and more. I think he's probably onto something.
I've only got. Well, it's giving me the opportunity to send myself a super chat.
And Mike Chris says it's a random draw. Apparently.
Oh, for the deal for the
I think
membership.
Yeah, well, I believe these guys.
Right.
Please help Trish with the gift membership. Yeah. Somebody. Well, I tell you what I'll do. Why don't I just call her and walk her through it? Let's do this.
That's a good idea because then those that are not familiar with that can now know how to do that.
Look, there she is right there.
Yeah, it's like she's here.
She's here. Hey,
Hey, baby. She's in the chat. I had her comment.
What's her
name? It
name?
won't let me CMC. It won't let me select who I'm sending it to, though.
CMC. Oh, I see it. She said, hey, now. CMC. Well, Jimmy Jam's over here throwing them out.
Oh, there goes the jam.
Oh, even Lummy just got
peanut
one.
butter and Jimmy Jam.
Ow. Jimmy Jam, membership, Willie.
Okay. So CMC is the one we need. That's a very short, very.
It's C space MC.
C space MC.
Man.
Man, these people are the best.
Oh, are they?
Jim knows how to do it.
Oh, maybe
Girl got one. Bill.
Maybe what it was is maybe Mike Chris says it's a random draw. I thought, okay, so it's a random draw for anybody. I thought it let you pick who you send it to. So they're telling us that you can't pick. It just goes to random people. When you do the memberships.
So it's like a mini lottery kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, there are 26 people in here right now on the Facebook. Why don't we do this? Trish, go ahead and pay for 26, and you'll be guaranteed that she'll get one.
That's a good point. Just do 26 of them. Put it on the over the line tab.
How bad do you want your mom to have one?
Does that mean Lummy's in here right now?
I think so.
Well, hey, Lummy.
He's hiding.
She's
I mean, he's not like here. I think he's in the chat. Oh.
I know. Well, he can hear me, right?
Maybe. Yep. Depends. Okay. Well, we'll keep trying. I mean, we can probably walk your mom through getting it signed up somehow and figure it out. So,
Sorry, I just wanted to gift it to her.
Sorry, Mom. We'll get you hooked up. She's a big fan of the show, so we want to make sure she's got her a membership.
Probably get her a membership to Birds OnlyFans, too. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll get you.
As long as it's chicks only.
Doctor, she's a chick.
Yep.
We'll get you a Dr. Dingaling membership. All right, I love you.
All right, love you too.
Oh, man. What if my mother-in-law had a Dr. Dingaling membership? Wouldn't that be wild?
Oh, man.
Mike Crest with another membership. That one goes to Paulina, Polly Walnuts.
Man.
Congratulations, Polly Walnuts. And another one from Jimmy Jam going to Bradford Homestead. Hey now.
Dang.
That'd be cool if it was the real Polly Walnuts from like The Sopranos. That guy's awesome.
That would be.
Yeah.
Well,
Paulie.
That's crazy to me, though, that it's random. I could have sworn I gave memberships on Bubba's channel one time and it let me pick them, but I guess not.
Well, maybe it's to encourage more people to come in thinking that they may get one.
And is there a procedure, like they go for people that have, I don't know what it is. My head hurts. I don't even think about it anymore.
It's real technical stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get my mother-in-law a membership. Don't y'all worry about it. Thank y'all, though. Thank everybody. Look at that. Because our memberships were actually getting a little low because there were some people that were not renewing their deal. And
CMC. Ooh, they're late for a date.
That's my mother-in-law.
You're like, oh.
Does that feel like John Bird's not here sometimes? Does it feel that way?
No,
I don't think.
No.
I don't know.
All right, listen. All right, we're gonna end this. We're gonna go members only just in a matter of moments. So make sure you keep an eye on the page, refresh it, whatever you got to do, and we'll be right back with members. Now that we got a bunch of new members, you guys get to be a part of it as well.
Party time!
Can't wait to see you. Final words? Do we even do that? Final words, Tony?
Final words, if you got a chance to meet the lead singer of Fuel, you frickin' go to the damn thing and don't pussy out.
Yeah.
So there's your final words.
All right, John Bird.
Wow. Frustration. You know what? Good things are coming for all of us, especially for me. I may still have a miserable life, but I'm going to look good living it.
All right.
You do the same.
Until next. Oh, hold on.
Jimmy Jam, $5 or Mama Duke subscription.
That's awesome.
All right. Back with the members only in a matter of moments. And until next time, circus! Bird, I thought you were about to vomit.
What are you talking about?
Right as the intro hit, you go, and you ran out of the room.
Oh, no. I just had a little burp working.
Okay.
I had a carbonated beverage before I got here.
It had me a little concerned there, buddy. But I'm glad. You doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing fine.
Tony Gaunt?
Doing pretty good.
Everybody good? Everybody in a good mood?
You know what? Let me change that. I don't want to say I'm doing fine because whenever you say that, that's code word for everything sucks.
That's why I said it, yeah.
Yeah, and even though everything does suck with me, I'm doing really well. That's what I'm going to say from now on.
Is it because you're scouring classmates.com for some women before the show?
You watching? No, yeah.
I know none of your old classmates are watching.
Yeah,
this.
I mean, I found some old pictures from my graduating class. I was in a bunch of them, but I remember one chick, and her God-given name was Bambi. And she was hot, of course, had a hot bod. And then one day, and I know she meant to do it, she acted all innocent, kind of dumb blondish. It had been snowing, and she took a picture, or got someone to take a picture of her in a bikini out in the snow.
Wow.
And she thought that, that was cute and fun. Man, let me tell you, there was some serious downstairs work going on in a lot of guys.
Wow.
And and she was like, "Isn't this cute?" We're like, "Yeah."
I hate to bring up a sore subject, but was back then was it a bush?
Well, I don't know. It was a bikini, but I mean that
it wasn't any hanging out the side or anything.
No.
Okay.
I mean, from my experience,
nothing wrong with a bush.
Yeah, no jungles. They were always trimmed from my experience, my vast experience.
Let's get this started, okay?
JT 1999.
Oh my gosh, JT!
He can't stay long, but wanted to show some love.
JT's the best.
JT.
I can't wait to go to the beach with him. I'm so excited, JT. When are we going?
Best. Boy, Bird's coming in hot. Go back to his camera.
I know.
Look how big he is. Look how big he is. Look at this. All right, watch. You're going to watch him real time. Us back John Bird out. Oh, that's that's better.
Is that better, or am I still?
He may still be a little big.
Am I still a monster?
Hot when he sat down.
Was he sitting too far?
How about that?
Oh yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Tony Gump is a man of many talents, and he just hit his knee on my chair.
Ah, shit, that hurt.
What are you doing?
I was putting my microphone
I know,
on
I
you.
always forget. I forget.
He always keeps his tablet going so he can watch himself. I know you want to see the chat, because from your angle, you can see the chat there, but it's kind of small.
Oh, yeah.
You're fixed one.
Well, no, I mean, even at, if I was like 41, it's really hard to see. I mean, you can see it. I mean, I can sort of see that one, but
yeah.
I mean, look, you got that big old thing back there.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it, because I keep a tablet here just so I don't miss any super chats, but I also have the chat in front of me on the big screen, so.
Yeah, Andrew's always organized and ready.
I am. I do this for a living.
He is almost as prepared as Tony.
Almost.
But you're prepared in a different way. You prepare things in a different way because you're in a different situation. Now, Tony, I think, thinks more long-term in his preparation.
Tony's a lot like Trump. He's always 12 steps ahead.
Yes, I agree.
Always 12 steps ahead.
Try to be 12 steps ahead. We'll put it that way.
JJ, everybody. Speaking of J's, I think it will be appropriate for us to check on Fish Tank as we continue to do these shows, just so we don't really miss anything. Mm-hmm. And we've always got Fish Tank on standby, because if something pops off, we want to obviously.
I sure would like to be in that.
God, could you imagine?
I
if
could
John
screw
Burroughs on Fish
everything
Tank?
up, man. Pick fights. I mean, I could. Oh my God!
Look at go to bedroom 2 real quick. Why don't you look at this? Look at this bedroom.
Yeah. Tell you what, while you're looking at that, do just a quick, short thumbnail explanation for those that don't know.
Oh, Fish Tank. So Fish Tank is essentially Big Brother. It's just a random internet show like
Redneck
Big Brother with autistic Gen Zers. Look at these rooms. Look how trash.
It's already trashed.
This house right here is the first one they used on season 1.
Man, how can you?
Oh my gosh.
Let's keep going. Oh yeah,
that's not too
There's
bad.
a nice little hole right here.
Oh, that's a Swiffer, like a brain thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see it's not been used.
What is going on?
Okay, somebody's camping out.
They got a half pipe in here. What do you call that? It's not a half pipe. What is that called? The skateboarding thing.
Ramp.
Just a ramp. I don't know.
I do
know.
like.
What's this up with this New York Stock Exchange?
I don't know, but I like that. It gives them a little bit of the outside world.
Is that their own names in there? Or
Yes.
Is that, okay.
So I guess it's gauging their personal stock.
I don't know if they're watching their own. Yeah. Oh, look at this.
R.I.P. Kane. One of the contestants, maybe?
Huh.
Oh, that's so sad.
That is sad. Oh, God.
Just like Homebird.
How many are in there?
I think that starts at 10, but then they bring in people they call freeloaders. Somebody took the Cybertruck. It's gone. Yeah. They bring in freeloaders and celebrity guests.
There was a homeless guy last year, wasn't there?
Yes. Alex Stein. Alex Stein brought in a homeless guy last year. Let's get some volume on this.
Fuck Luke, fuck not.
He'll cover nickel and keeping the job. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Doctor, where's my nipple gone? Oh no.
Add it to the collection. That's why I broke this bitch. Is not a small.
That guy, a second to the right, is giving me definitely creepy vibes.
You remember? I was there till 5 in the morning.
When she didn't have the mask, I thought she was going to die.
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
I was like smacking her.
Okay, let's go to the next room. We're just gonna analyze the house real quick. Okay, here we go. We got a little pizza date going on.
That's a nice looking room.
Yeah,
He's already trying too hard, I can tell.
Oh, that dude's much more creepy than the last guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at his body language. He's nervous. He's trying. It ain't happening. Sorry,
They probably got him on a mission, on a what do you call it? A challenge where those two have to be on a date. I bet that's what they did. Because they'll randomly come up with stuff. They'll be like, you got to be on a date and you've got to convince her to sleep with you or whatever.
Yeah, that would be more along the lines.
They would never like force somebody to sleep with somebody they didn't want to.
Right.
But if you do it, you do it.
It's thinking 12 steps ahead. You know?
Exactly.
So that's the director.
The Trump house.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our official daily tour. We're gonna do a daily tour of the fish tank house. Okay. There was a clip I saw earlier. I guess this is from earlier today. One of the guys, I guess, was drunk. And look at this still shot. Remember the wheelchair guy? Look at him. He's like laying in the floor.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
that guy is really committed to the fish house.
I'm a race car.
The fish tank. Fish tank house. This guy in the black shirt's apparently drunk, and the girl in the yellow shirt ends up choking him out because he's acting belligerent.
Oh shit!
Yo!
Whoa!
I'm gonna have to beat you up if you do it.
Enough is enough, bro. You're in the fucking doghouse. Where's by the rules? Where's your room?
Look at her, man. She's beast.
Yo.
He's trying to steal that guy's backpack.
She's
You have
MMA.
to pay for this. You're getting it for free.
Where's that Butterbean guy? He's not back.
He's in the
soft pup or whatever.
No, it's gonna get out. Guys, help me.
This is all you. This is all you, dude.
She is full on MMA, man.
Chill.
Oh, she kicked him. Y'all gonna hurt the wheelchair guy. Y'all be careful where you're stepping.
So there's a wheelchair guy and a guy that can't walk.
Who can't walk?
Right?
What is your
I mean,
problem?
our race car guy.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Race car
No,
guy.
he's over in the corner there.
He's on the right there on the left.
Yeah, but there's also a wheelchair.
Oh, I see that. I think she's probably just chilling in a wheelchair. I don't think she's actually in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Like for good. Anyway, so that's what's going on Fish Tank.
Dang,
I was wondering.
Man, they're having some fun.
Yeah, they are. I still think you'd be perfect for Bird, personally.
You would be.
Yeah, but I'm not Gen Z.
Oh, I think they'd probably let you come in as a freeloader. Just somebody like, if you came in as a freeloader, you're kind of there on behalf of the production team, and they may tell you to cause problems for people.
And we do have a little connection with like Alex Stein because he knows the guy, so it's possible.
I think I would probably go in as a very nice guy who was constantly cleaning up behind people, but I was a very close talker. I would follow someone around and be very polite, but I would be right in their face. And when they're like, I got to use the bathroom, I would just sit outside and continue talking. I would pick somebody.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, until they tried to get physical with me, and then I'd beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, you would snap.
And then I'd go back to being nice. Oh, man. You got to mess with these people.
Yeah, we got the Alex Stein connection. Unfortunately, Alex Stein won't respond to me anymore, so really want to get him on the show.
Man.
I don't know what his deal is. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Scott, Boomer, Mike Chris, the Tile Guru, John Bird's in the chat.
He's awesome.
Jordan. Does that mean Jordan's in here? Does that mean Jimmy Jam's in here? Did I miss him?
Yeah, Jimmy Jam's in here.
Jimmy Jam.
Peanut butter and Jimmy Jam.
Sassy girl, Scott Seal.
We've got some packages.
Your wife?
That have been... My wife?
Is in here.
She's here.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, my wife's not a package. All right.
That was wrong timing on his part.
I always... she's working, so I don't ever know when she gets in here or not, but I try to tell her when we're going live. So we got some packages, but I think we're going to wait until our live tomorrow to open them.
That's smart. I think we should always open packages we receive on the Friday Night Live.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. It's kind of hard to do because you get a package and you want to immediately open it, but...
just don't leave them with me.
Yeah,
we won't. That's not
good. They're right there at the end of the table, all right? So don't quit looking.
That one's partially open. Can I look in there?
No, you cannot.
Oh, so it's something that we haven't seen yet.
Correct. Nobody's seen any of that.
All right. Well, who opened it? Somebody.
Probably Amazon. Amazon's been slacking lately.
Yeah, the Amazon driver opened it and then gave it back to me, and I never looked at it.
Look, I'm going to do this.
All right, go ahead and open that one.
All right.
Just go ahead and open it.
No, I don't want.
Do it. Just open it. Just open it. It's fine.
Tony?
I know you're not going to be able to let it go.
Go ahead.
Just go ahead. No. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Open it.
Okay. No, don't open it.
No. Pull it out of the package. Tell us what it is.
No.
See what you do to your kids. You give them the crappiest gift on Christmas.
Oh, no.
They won't
I don't want to open this.
Just pull it out.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Show the camera. What is it?
My God, you can smell it from outside of the can.
No way. Wow.
Get that face.
Look, why is it
been dented. It's going to taste even worse.
Why is it so? It's like so expanded. Like it's really been through.
Oh, crap. The other ones aren't.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right.
Like it's
Jimmy
extra.
Jim, I know what you did. You shook it up. So when we open it, when it's like that, it will spray everywhere.
Yeah, it's extra fermented, I guess.
I can't remember who. We'll have to see who sent that, but it might have been sitting in a truck real hot for a little bit before it came.
Yeah, it was Jimmy Jam and Jordan. Bulge can is normal part of natural fermentation process.
Okay.
It says it right there on the front.
See, there you go, Bert. It'll be fine.
Open underwater outdoors. Open underwater.
It's so he gets extra juice when he tries it.
I think there's plenty of juice in there.
It says best before 226, so it's definitely not expired.
It's just like ramen noodles. You just put a little water, heat it up, you're good.
I'm telling you, I am going to have some crackers with it.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah.
You can have what you honestly. You can have whatever you want. A chaser, something to drink,
and I cannot
eat.
like put rub something under my nose like they do when they're looking at bodies or anything to help with the smell, right?
I mean, if you'll smell it once and then do it before you eat it, that'll be fine. But you got to at least know what it smells like.
Okay. All right. I'll pick me up some of that peppermint stuff.
I feel like the expanded can is not normal, but this one, they needed to get rid of it, and they made a label for it to say. They put this on after the fact, and they were like, it's totally normal. Don't worry about it. All right, yeah, put that back in the package.
And I would think the smelling stuff under his nose should be okay as long as he eats some,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We just need you to, before you put the smelling stuff on your nose, to do that original opening. Now, the question is, how do you open it? Because, I mean, with the
very
shape...
carefully in some water.
With the shape it is... I mean, how do you can't use a can opener on it because it's like smooth around. Do we have to just stab it with a knife and...
A jigsaw?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We just have
you
to
have
bring
to use
some
like
tools.
a chisel?
I haven't even looked at it really. I'm sure we could YouTube whatever later and find out.
This is going to be a disaster. So let's go ahead and talk about how this is going to play out. So we're going to go outside, you and I'm going to be the cameraman, and we'll be zooming back in here with Tony.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll just play it out in real time, and then once you die or whatever happens from this, we'll come back inside.
Unalive. He did it again. Even
We're
I
done.
don't
Do that.
No wonder.
Yeah.
I've
got some long gloves.
We just got booted.
No way.
We just got booted.
Yeah, we did.
From YouTube.
Are we still streaming on the other? Did that really get it?
Is it because I said that?
Yes. I mean, it was an immediate thing. They must have been like monitoring right there.
What the actual hell, man?
It's like they have a full-time person watching this show and waiting for the exact second.
I mean, how did they ding us so quick?
That had to have been AI. There's no human could be that fast.
God, it was
Yeah.
such.
Yeah, of course. Did you say LK earlier?
No, I said...
It was the phrase that he said it in.
I didn't say ilk. I said I-day.
But I was just trying to remember, did you say it earlier and then it took him a while to catch up?
No, I mean, I said I alluded to the possibility of surstroming unaliving you because it's so nasty. Not literally, but when I said that was seconds and they booted us.
Yeah, it's got to be. Well, what did I tell you about AI? Oh, look at the cute videos. Then it's going to start censoring us. You know what? If liberals are in control of YouTube AI, it's just saying it's still been removed.
Hold on. What's going on here?
Hello. Is there anybody out there?
That is so weird.
That is bizarre.
Okay,
we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're back in.
Good Lord, man, it's making me nervous. I'm like, did they axe our channel or what?
Okay, so seriously, even a human being would have been that fast after that phrase. It had to have been AI.
Yeah.
Refresh our stream chat. Make sure we're on the up and up.
Okay. Well, it's starting all brand new, so
make sure.
Yeah, we're back on.
Everything's such
Yep, there we go.
They can't handle the bird, says Irons Ford. I don't know, but that stuff stresses me out because it's like, granted, we've got a lot of weapons at our disposal.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the Bubba Army Network, we could probably, if a channel got completely wiped, we could get the word out pretty quickly, but that's still a lot of work that would be...
Yeah,
I mean, make sure they didn't send me an email and be like, you did.
Well, it might be an email saying if anybody's in trouble or needs help, please let them know or whatever. But it was a phrase that you said and it referred to somebody jokingly at the end not being able to breathe anymore, kind of thing. So, man, they were on it though. That's surprising, actually.
Yeah, I didn't get an email from them or anything, so I don't know what caused it, but.
Yeah.
That was a good first 15 minutes.
It was kicking.
I mean, we were cooking. It's like... I don't know. Seriously, though, I don't know what it was. I don't know what could have caused that because I've said that word before.
I know.
But it was the phrase into it, like AI detected as like maybe an act or a promotion of a certain act, possibly, like feeding somebody something and then somebody happening to them.
Maybe.
Well, that's just a guess.
It's just like my TikTok that I got John Bird's record label. It was just flying along, and all of a sudden, I went from like 400 or 500 views to 2, 3, 4, and it happened several times. So I went in and looked, and they had slapped on about 70% of my videos alerts that limited it. It was like extreme gore and violence.
Man,
like, what? Sexually explicit content, and it's just people that can't sing. But I appealed it, and then they, allowed us to do it. It's AI.
I don't know.
It's happening.
Some people are saying that it lagged. It was like it lagged out on their end. That would make more sense if YouTube lagged out.
They really need to do something with their servers and bump it up.
They're having problems lately, that's for sure, because we've had no problems with the other ones.
Well, maybe that's going to make me feel better. Let me go back and watch the end of this on... Because we're on X as well. If you look up Andrew McLean Who, you can watch us on there.
Yeah.
I can't remember who. We'll have to see who sent that, but it might have been sitting up there. It'll be fine.
That's weird hearing myself. I don't know what the hell.
226, so it's definitely not expired.
It's just like ramen noodles. You just put a little water.
Here it comes.
Okay, so yeah, it's lagging on Twitter as well. So maybe it's our software. Maybe we might need some sort of update or something.
Is there an update for it?
I don't know. We'll have to check.
We'll have to check that, but I know the internet connection is like pristine.
Yeah. We're ruling things out.
We got zooming internet here, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna quit complaining about it.
Let's try.
Maybe if we don't talk about it, it won't happen.
When stuff like this happens, it just throws us off, and we can't like get back in the groove. I'm just like,
we can always talk about Trump or something.
let's talk about Trump.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's going to bring me back from this disaster.
Yeah.
Did y'all see what the European leaders at NATO are now calling Trump? They're calling him Daddy.
No,
that's what his friends call him.
I'm not even lying about that. It used to be a joke. We'd be like, "Oh, Daddy Trump." They're actually calling him Daddy. You want proof?
Yeah.
Here's a NATO meeting yesterday. While he was in where was he at? Norway, Amsterdam, something.
Amsterdam, I think, or something.
And they're talking. This is the chairman, the security general of NATO, and they're talking about the Israel-Iran thing.
I mean, we may do papers on it, Marco. Maybe we're going to do papers. I don't even know if you need them. They're not going to be fighting each other. They've had it. They've had a big fight, like two kids in a schoolyard. You know, they fight like hell. You can't stop them. Let them fight for about 2-3 minutes. Then it's easier to stop them.
That Daddy has to sometimes use strong language.
You have to use strong language. Every once in a while, you have to use a certain word.
He said the Daddy has to use
this
strong
isn't
language.
AI. This is real.
That's real. 100% real.
Yes.
Daddy Trump. Daddy Trump.
Even a lot of his friends call him that, like Kid Rock and them.
And it only took 24 hours for the Trump store to come out with some new merchandise, which is this new T-shirt.
Me like.
I immediately sent that to Trish, and I'm like, you know what to do. Give me a Daddy Trump shirt. That's so good.
That's cool. And it's an orange.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Everything I love is an orange. Tennessee Vols right there.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Trump.
Yeah. Pumpkins.
I don't really like pumpkins.
Cheez-Its are good, too.
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its. Yes. What else is orange that's awesome?
Oranges are pretty good, actually.
Fanta has an orange drink.
Fanta's decent.
Now, Fanta was like Volkswagen, though. They were founded by Nazis. We can't talk about Fanta.
Are they really?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can look it up. Fanta was founded, by
Sunkissed.
the people.
Sunkissed.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll go with Sunkissed.
Well, how was...
Here, I'll tell. All right, here we go.
We got a documentary
So they invented
on that?
interstates. You knew that. The Autobahn, because
Volkswagens, Fantas, and Kanye West.
I could have sworn...
They invented all of those things.
Fanta, hold on. There's... Maybe I got it mixed up. There's one...
You said you've got Fanta. You need Fanta.
Oh, okay. There's the problem. I'm like, there's no way.
What is Fanta? I don't even know what that is.
French version.
Fanta
was invented in Germany.
Oh, my God.
It was created by Coca-Cola GmbH. What is that?
Coca-Cola was with Germany?
The German bottling company, which during World War II in 1940, due to a shortage of Coca-Cola ingredients because of trade embargoes. So
it's basically as German with the Nazis, just like Volkswagen is Fanta, same type of thing.
Man.
Interesting.
And don't forget Henry Ford was a big fan of them too. So
Yeah, Henry Ford was a piece of work. He's still making cars that are shit. I can attest.
All this time later.
5 times I can attest.
All this time, and he still sucks at it.
Yep. Yep.
I'm just glad I was right about the Fanta thing.
Toyota, Audi, Hyundai, it's a little hit or miss, but it's better than Ford.
South Korea, right?
Yes.
Hyundai. Okay, well, they're friends.
And Tesla. Those are where your solid cars reside.
Well, Tesla's the most American car right now, yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yep.
That is very true. Trump drops the F word the other day. That's where that whole conversation came up with the NATO leader.
Mm-hmm.
And if you recall, it was last Friday, he dropped the F-bomb in front of reporters to express his frustration over Israel and Iran possibly breaking the ceasefire. And when a big moment happens like that, because everybody was talking about it, but when a big moment like that happens, the first thing the internet does is they create a song, a remix. And so that's what they've done with the Trump F-bomb, with this new banger.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand that? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck violated, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs like I've never seen before. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when they say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. The biggest load that we've seen. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand that? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand that? So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really happy.
That's phenomenal.
Man.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, that AI is making us laugh
Yes.
before it'll make us cry.
Oh, good stuff. Got a little Kenneth Copeland in there too.
Oh, now that was genius.
Does it get any better than that? Remember the Kenneth Copeland COVID song? COVID-19, I blow.
Now he is a demon.
The wind of God.
He is a demon.
That's one of my favorite remixes. Between that, remember, what's his name? Antoine Dotson. They're climbing in your window. Hide your kids, hide your wife. And then the Charles Ramsey one. Remember? He was like, I knew something was wrong when a pretty little white girl ran to a black man's arm. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. My neighbor got big testicles.
Somebody needs to get the rights to that and create a playlist for Spotify or Apple Music.
I think it's on Spotify, actually. I wonder if we're allowed to play it. Or do we just need to stop testing our limits?
I think we test the limits every episode anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to probably do some
giveaway.
some research.
Hell no.
Now, since we got booted from the first one, do you want to just revisit, show people what's in that package real quick for people that are...
All right.
Because we completely wiped out that first one. This is what John Bird will be doing on this Friday's Live.
No, not this Friday. I'm getting my ear pierced this Friday. I told you I need an extra week to prepare for this.
Okay.
I'm going to need to eat I'm going to eat probably a few sort of nasty things.
So you let
week.
Jimmy Jam and his wife buy this, and now they got to sit here and think about it for a week?
Yes.
And you're going to let this ferment further? That sounds like a bad idea.
Yes. No, I know what bullshit you're trying to pull. You're trying to get me to do it tomorrow. No, I'm piercing my ear tomorrow.
Okay.
And then... next week, because we've got to work out logistics.
We don't have. Well, we need to discuss that, by the way, which we haven't discussed with you. We may have to. We may have to do next week's Friday Night Live on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, because I'm going out of town. I've already told you this.
Oh, excuse me.
So, would you be cool with doing it Wednesday? Because you're tied up Tuesday. Tony's tied up Monday, and so Wednesday is our only day. We can do a pod and a members only on Sunday afternoon, as you suggested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that seems like that may work out. But the only other day we have is Wednesday.
So you're talking about Wednesday evening?
Wednesday evening, 7:00 like normal, unless y'all want to start earlier than that. I'm off Thursday, but I'm sure nobody else.
I can
is.
try. I'm doing some heavy labor on Wednesday for money. Pretty heavy outdoor labor. So I may be.
You talking about being here? Or you talking about eating that?
I'm talking about eating that.
Well, that's why you do it. That's why you do it tomorrow. Get it out of the way. You pierce your ear on Wednesday.
No.
I think you should do them both at the same time.
Yeah, same time.
I think both of you can kiss my ass is what I think.
Because
you're not trying it.
You pierce your ear, and I'll drop the little fishy in your mouth as you lean back.
No, because you have to remember there's got to be logistics. We need time to work on this. We need the weekend to work on this. We've got to find out. We got scout locations in the backyard. I've got full gloves like this, but I've got to get goggles. I've got a mask. And then I need a poncho.
We can pull the security cameras up and find a spot right now in the backyard. I mean, that's not.
It's not happening Friday. I tell you that. You can look all you want. Find one.
That's fine.
Tony, do you have a suggestion? It's your yard.
I'm thinking I'll come up with something.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll.
You want to be careful. Don't have it close to the. You want to be away from the house and away from other neighbors.
Yeah, you don't. We'll figure it out.
It seems to me like we should film it and then play the film on the live.
No, I said it's got to be live.
It's got to be live. It's got to be live.
It's got to be.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We need to talk about the this new socialist mayor that's been elected as the Democrat nominee for New York. Have you looked into any of that at all?
A little bit.
He is a full-blown communist. We've just skipped the socialist word and we've just gone full-blown communist. He's got some wacky ideas such as abolishing the NYPD, abolishing prisons. We're just going to let all the people out of prison. $30 an hour minimum wage.
Is hemp legal there? Oh,
hemp will probably be legal, unlike in Alabama. And I mean, he's got some cockamamie stuff, like crazy stuff. Here, this is part of his victory speech from Tuesday. Okay, I don't think this one doesn't. I don't think this one has volume. Actually, I'm just looking at the.
Nope.
It doesn't, does it?
No, that one is a mono.
That's a mono thing.
People
are idiots.
Typical communist stuff. Typical.
It straight up sounds just like Fidel Castro's way of thinking.
Yeah, it is. It's very similar to that. So there's really no reason to listen to it.
Yeah,
it's it's just. And the thing about that is, a lot of people would say, well, that dude's too crazy to get elected overall by all the people of New York. But being the Democrat nominee in a place like New York is almost a rubber stamp to win the election. At least previously. That has been the case in the past. Now, this is going to be a new test for New York to see if they can decide to go a different route. But there will be that guy. I didn't even look at the Republican side because most of the time that's irrelevant. And then there's going to be Eric Adams, the current mayor. He left the Democrat Party and is now an independent. But he's caught a lot of heat from a lot of people. So, this
I think the other guy's Andrew Cuomo.
Well, no, he was running against this guy, and Cuomo conceded because he was running for the Democrat ticket.
Oh, my bad.
So, I don't know, man. It's going to be
Did I say
weird.
Chris or Andrew? It was Andrew.
Andrew.
You said Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew's the New York one.
Right.
Chris Cuomo's, what'd they call him?
Fredo.
Fredo. He's Mr. Macho, roid rage guy. He's got his own show on News Nation. He's always on there with like Bill O'Reilly and stuff.
Yeah, he pretends to be in the center.
Yeah. News Nation is, I don't know. I mean, maybe News Nation is probably the closest thing to center, but it doesn't mean it's any good. Like, I don't watch it.
It's not compelling. I've watched a couple of things on it.
And they still fall for the January 6th narrative still to
Yeah,
this day.
if you're
and
still,
the other things, that go on.
Yeah, if you're still latching onto those two things, January 6th and the you-know-what, then you need to find another hobby because all of that's been exposed. Like, we actually know what happened on January 6th now.
Yep.
It's not like the day after.
You mean January J. Say. I'm so scared. I'm scared shitless they're going to bump us.
Just say J6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
J6. Okay. I'm scared. We should just test the limits.
Keep looking at your phones.
No, remember, it was a lagging thing. Like YouTube booted us off, or it's Streamlabs or something. It wasn't what we said. Because I think the ILK word was not.
The timing was very suspicious.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Hey, last week I was feeling really bad like this week. And Boomer takes me out to eat lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Every now and then. And he took me out to eat lunch Friday. Thank you, Boomer. And we had a great time.
Good.
And then he started driving. I said, well, this isn't the way to my house. And he said, no. I said, what? He said, we're going to the McLean Center. Now, that's like a science center for kids.
Right.
With neat little experiments.
You got hammered by David Lynham for that.
Yes, that's right. We had an interesting time, and we took video. And when I got home over the weekend, I thought, I'm going to take a look at it. So I was able to edit it down to 2 minutes, and I put together a video. If y'all want to play it, we had a really good time, and this shows.
Okay, right. So the very first episode of Boomer and the Bird, the McLean Center episode.
No, they're young moms here. So,
yeah, well, you got to go where the kids are to find ladies.
Well, I'll probably see if I can find a grandma.
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have
We're
fun.
not looking for gifts, we're looking for meals.
Jeez, Boomer.
I'll see you in there.
All right, JB.
Yeah, man.
Here's what you got to do. You got to have a strut.
Wow. Look at that strut. Got his Bubba Army shirt on.
All the black kids are
Look
staring
at those
at me.
muscles.
I know.
We look badass, dude.
Let's dance.
I look like a gorilla.
All right, Boomer, time me. Screw it.
Gee,
Very
John,
impatient.
how did you get so big and I'm so small?
I don't know. Look at this. I'm getting bigger.
And I'm getting smaller.
Help me, y'all. I currently went in the bathroom so Boomer would not be around me. He has got a gun on me. We're here at the McLean Center, and he wanted to just have some fun. I don't know what that means, but if you get this message, please help. I'm in bathroom number 2.
Okay, we're gonna change our view.
Hey, gum's about to fall out your mouth.
Yeah.
I quit. I hate this.
John Bird gets a blowjob at McLean Center. All right, John Bird is going to outrun a dinosaur.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
You're extinct.
Yeah,
What are
sucked
you
it
discovering in there? A whole new world. John Bird.
No way.
Hey, now that was phenomenal. That was pretty good.
It was a fun time most of the time.
Got a BJ. Got caught on the toilet.
Yeah, eaten by a dinosaur, all kinds of fun stuff.
What was up with the graphics on that dinosaur deal? They couldn't find anything more updated.
It's been there since my kid was 3 and he's 24 now. So I don't think that they maybe had the budget to update it.
they should do something with that because that's a little sketch.
Yeah, but y'all got to the McLean Center. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
But don't do like Boomer. Boomer's like going up to the kid and saying, "Hey, you having fun?" I'm like, "You don't want to."
Yeah,
Boomer, come on,
do that.
just come on, yeah.
I can't believe you got Boomer to use the camera there at the end.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Boomer, you need to really work on your camera work. If you notice, most of the time it was like here.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'm glad y'all had fun.
We did.
We did. It really is. It's helpful to all of us when y'all take John Bird somewhere because it keeps him in a good mood.
It does.
Just like JT says he's going to take you to the beach.
I can't wait. I've been looking. I can't afford like Walmart swimming trunks. So if anybody has any that are like size 38, you can send them to me. Or
super chat money for swimming trunks.
That's right. And I'm looking at going to Salvation Army. There's a really nice one in Hoover. See if I can find some. You know,
I actually picked up some. I don't wear swimming trunks. Sometimes I'll just go swimming in my underwear.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought a pair at Costco a couple days ago.
Costco's got some good clothes. They got some good stuff there.
It was Speedo brand, I believe.
But
it's not Speedo. It was just Speedo brand. So it's regular shorts, but on the inside it's got the Speedo type bicycle shorts, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll model them on the show one day. Who knows?
Oh man, that would be awesome.
I actually did go swimming for the first time yesterday. Or the day before.
Thank God, I've been hearing about it for years.
I know.
I know.
Finally.
I went, it was Tuesday. I guess it was Tuesday after the show I went swimming. That's what it was. I had a good time.
And?
I don't know. So we bought a ladder, which is like a good sturdy ladder, but then it's only one side. So the ladder that came with it is just like a couple tubes and some really skinny steps, and every time I climb up them I'm like shaking.
Yeah, especially if you're wet.
And so I need new ladders. I need a new ladder. It's something that's secure because I don't do heights. I'm just not good with it.
Why don't you build one out of 2x4s? Well, it might push against the.
It's got to be something that's not going to bust the thing. Maybe y'all help me build some stairs or something.
Yeah, I can do it. I mean, I can help you build stairs. I know exactly what to do. It's in my mind. I just finished it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That quick.
Yeah. It's just like literal steps that you build, so it's not leaning against anything. You just go like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, let me stay on the tip of communists real quick. Y'all remember Jamal Bowman?
How could you forget him?
He's the guy. He was part of he was like the one male member of the squad. He was running late to a vote one time and pulled the fire alarm. Remember that? Yeah, he pulled the fire alarm. And ultimately he got voted out. He lost his most recent election. So just like every other Democrat that loses an election, they go over to CNN and start doing commentary. They must have. I think CNN's got like a government contract to bring on has-beens that no longer have a job. Jamal Bowman makes the point that, first of all, if you see the bottom, it says MAGA stars levy Islamophobic attacks against the New York City winner, which is the guy we were just talking about. Well, Jamal Bowman goes into this crazed rant about how black people in this country suffer from heart disease and other medical issues because of racism. And because racism is so prevalent in the country still today, I want you to watch this.
Catholic pro-life ministries bombed. We are not dealing with America's original sin and its disease of hate and racism towards black and brown people and sexism towards women and anti-LGBTQ sentiment. We are not dealing with that. Your colleagues in the Republican Party do not hold each other accountable when it comes to the racism that comes from the party on a consistent basis. Congressman, I mean, where are you on? You can't be calm about this. I'm a black man in America. The reason why heart disease... I'm white, I can't comment. Listen to what I'm saying. The reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day. If your colleagues would listen and try to learn and engage and grow and stop being so hateful, we could have a better country.
Jamal,
but unfortunately, we're still here.
Jamal, I feel your passion, and I understand where you're coming from, sincerely. I really, really do. It happens on both sides, Jamal. You might think it happens more on your side. Jamal, when I leave the show, Jamal, you should see my Twitter feed.
And they're acquitted. Rodney King, Abner Louima, Eric Gardner,
Rosa Parks,
Trayvon Martin, black cops in Memphis. It's not the same. And I don't want to qualify or quantify pain. That's not what I'm talking about. Everyone goes through pain. But the racism in this country is the disease that will destroy us. And it's destroying us right now as we speak. January 6th, everybody was pardoned. Everybody's pardoned. Riots in L.A., they're insurrectionists. But we pardoned everyone January 6th.
So, Congressman,
this is America.
I was there.
First of all, it's always going back to January 6th.
Yeah.
Second of all, he looks like a giant turd.
Whoa.
Like Mr. Hanky. Is that what it is, Mr.? What's the guy's name?
Mr. Hanky from
Mr.
South
Hanky.
Park. Yeah.
Or maybe a Tootsie Roll. So let me get this straight. Because people have been called the N-word, it has caused them to contract diabetes. That's what he said.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Any comment, Jumbird?
No.
It's okay.
I'll say so. I can say this, that the more I hear people talk about race and they bring it up and the louder they get, sometimes I wonder who the real racist is.
Well,
I can tell you right now. But I won't, because I don't want to get booted.
Yeah, don't do that. Speaking of the mayoral candidate, 50 Cent has come out and spoken out against him because, remember, he started supporting Trump because he was afraid of the Democrats taxing him into oblivion. this guy's going to do the same thing. I mean, he's not just regular Democrat, raise your taxes. He's like, if you make a lot of money, we're going to tax you at like 70% or something ridiculous, you know? And he came out and has offered the mayoral candidate $258,000 to get lost and drop out of the race.
Wow.
Whoa.
He said, I'll give you $250K. I don't know what the 258, if there's some significance to that.
I bet there is.
But he says $250 to get lost and drop out of the race. He should take it. I mean,
absolutely.
Probably so after taxes, it comes out to a flat 150.
Yeah, and we'll see if he's actually a socialist or not, because if he is, he won't take that money.
Right. Or he's thinking to himself, the number's got to be bigger.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's getting paid much more than that somewhere else.
Yeah, he's getting paid by the George Soros Fund or something.
Add a couple zeros, probably.
This dude's a plant.
And they got to do it right now. The globalists have to send in a communist to New York, because right now is the only time they can try to push it through, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because illegals can still vote there. Am I correct about this?
In New York?
Yeah, New York City.
In state elections? I believe so. At least that was the case at one point.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, he wants to abolish ICE. He wants to abolish the NYPD. He wants to abolish prisons. So that could create... Now, wealthy people in New York are already starting to reach out to their proper... What would you call them? Real estate brokers. And saying either, hey, I changed my mind about buying there until this race is over, or I want to move out. They're like, get me out of here. And they're all going to head to Florida. They're all going to head to South Florida, where their money will go much further anyway. And they'll be taxed much less.
Is this the end of the largest city in the country?
If that dude wins, absolutely.
I'm still curious to know this civil war I keep hearing about. Is this, do you think this is going to be like federal versus cities or states or something? Or you think that's even a thing? Because, I mean, that's how it started in 1961 or 1861. It was states against other states and all the rules they had. And our states have really big different rules right now, depending upon where you go. And there's all this controversy. And I think they're really trying to push a civil war, because it's the big divide and conquer. What more would a globalist want than America to be at war with itself?
Yeah.
And I hope I'm wrong, but
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Sorry.
Well, don't be scared unless you live in New York.
Yeah. At least for now.
Well, let's say I wanted to visit there. I don't now. In 1988, it was pretty good. It was kind of a shithole in places. But, you know, I got to go. I had my acid-washed jean outfit.
When was this? When did you go to New York?
1988. I was looking fine as strawberry wine.
In 1988, you went to New York. Have you been there since?
No. I went with a group when I was Mr. John teaching gymnastics, remember, and ballroom dancing. And, you know, I went and I had this thing.
We can't tell if this is a real story or not.
No, it is. I had this thing for Kendra. And to me, she was so hot. She's not so hot now. But back then, and I came so close to love in New York. But it didn't happen. You know, but I was so close. That was that night in the Italian restaurant that was underground. We almost had a Lady in the Tramp moment with the spaghetti.
Oh, wow.
If that had happened, forget about it. Then I thought I would catch a feel in the pool. Didn't happen. But, I mean, it was 88 then. We were freer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Instead of Goodfellas, it was Old Fella.
That's right. No, I wasn't old back then. I was 25 years old.
I was 3 at that time.
Dang.
In 80, did you say 88?
88.
Yeah, I was 3 years old.
I would have been 10, but I was in New York City in 1997.
Yeah.
I've been to New York City more recent than both of you guys.
Yeah.
Because I went in 2007-ish, 2008.
Oh, yeah, you didn't get to see. Was that your first time?
No, it actually may have been like 2012. This has been my only time.
So you didn't get to see the towers?
No, maybe it was like 2008. No, I didn't get. It was after the towers.
Yeah, I did get to see the towers. I actually got pictures of them.
It was after the controlled demolition.
You know what? On second thought, I should have gone there instead of 88. I should have gone in 89. That's when I should have gone.
Yeah.
A little shout out there.
For what? What does that mean?
None of your bizwax corn shooting tootin' tacks.
What? Okay. All right, let's talk about more dumbasses. Let's go Jasmine
I love
Crockett.
dumbasses.
She was on Capitol Hill today talking about the immigration issue, which was completely irrelevant from what I understand to what they were discussing. But she wanted to bring up a burning question that everybody in America has. What about Melania Trump's legal status? Is she here legally, or should she be deported?
In this country. And since we're talking about integrity, I'm confused as to why my Republican colleagues aren't talking about the lack of integrity when it comes to the president's family's visas. Let me remind y'all that Melania, the first lady, a model, and when I say model, I'm not talking about Tyra Banks, Cindy Crawford, or Naomi Campbell level, applied for and was given an EB-1 visa. And what that stands for is an Einstein visa. Now, y'all that don't know, let me tell you how you receive an Einstein visa. You're supposed to have some sort of significant achievement, like being awarded a Nobel Peace Prize or a Pulitzer, being an Olympic medalist, or having other sustained extraordinary abilities and success in sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. Last time I checked, the First Lady had none of those accolades under her belt. It doesn't take an Einstein to see that the math ain't math in here.
The math ain't math in here.
She made a joke.
She's so fake, man. She wants to act like she's hard and hood.
She kind of looked like a dandelion in that.
She was like twitching when she was doing her little spiel.
Well, she wanted to do that head thing in 3 snap, but she was trying to keep it in
It was down in her body instead.
Yeah, she was just trying to keep it from going.
My favorite thing about her is she spoke perfect normal English, and then all of a sudden this last year she's saying y'all, and she's got like this swag going.
A little bit of ghetto going.
Yeah, because she grew up in a pretty expensive private school and was in a sorority and all.
So she should be grateful to be an American and be in America and not try and trash it.
Oh, she's an idiot, man.
She's getting paid somewhere. Telling you.
Oh yeah.
She's an idiot.
It's all about the Benjamins.
What about Liver King? Did y'all see Liver King get arrested, or is everybody familiar with him?
Yeah, I'm familiar with him. What happened?
He apparently was making some terroristic threats to Joe Rogan and was on his way to...
Yeah.
And they arrested him.
Yep.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah.
That slipped right on by me.
He went to Austin, Texas, which is where Rogan is, and was apparently gonna, I don't know, maybe he was just gonna beat him up or whatever, but he was on his way to do something. He's very upset with Joe Rogan, and I don't know if this has got to do with Rogan saying the guy's on steroids. He obviously is. He doesn't look the way he looks because of raw liver. Okay, you're doing something else, and maybe it's not steroids. Maybe it's a different diet that you're doing off camera or whatever, but very suspicious. And he was a big star, man.
Yeah, he was.
He garnered a lot of attention. Here's a video that he posted. You see how rough he looks. He posted this video, I guess, right before he headed to Austin to meet Joe Rogan.
Okay, real quick, P.S. What I'm hoping is that you, Joe Rogan, are thinking, I'm going to choke that motherfucker out, lights out, I'm going to choke him out. And I kind of hope that if you win, that's how it happens, because like to wake up from that dream, that's a good feeling. And then anything else that you could break on me, break it on me. I hope that you won't feel me tap. That's never happening, tapping, because I have something actually to fight for. Actually, that's my family. I have a principle to fight for. That's what I'm, what if he actually does what he's saying? What if that would be interesting? That would be interesting. What do you have to fight for? You're fighting. I hope you're mad. You should choke me out. You know how to do that. You're trained. You're trained. You got a black belt. Black belt in jiu-jitsu. I hope you choke me out. And if you don't choke me out, these other limbs will be interesting. Should be very interesting. That's the PS. It's just, I already thought about my game plan. I don't have a plan. I'm not going to train. But I hope you've been training. And I'm ready whenever you're ready. If it's tomorrow, that will be great. Let's do it as soon as possible. If it's not tomorrow, then just whenever you're ready. Yeah. This is actually happening. And just remember, on the backside, this is good. It's fun. It'll be fun. It'll be like There's real tension, a real fight, now shame on you, bro. Shame on you. I'm going to make you pay. I am going to actually make you pay. And what you pay will be donated to Good and True. So that's how barbarians bleed.
Dang.
The message.
Okay.
So this dude, I mean, there's obviously some mental illness going on there.
Yeah, it's like Gandalf the Brown or something going on.
Maybe, you eating all that raw meat and you got some worms in your brain.
That sounds about right.
Like you got a tapeworm and it's just chewing your brain up.
Did he basically say, you're going to kick my ass? The whole time, just talking about choking him out and all that. He never really said, I'm going to kick your ass or anything like that. He was saying, when you choke me out and you've got a black belt, what?
No, he was alluding to that he was going to come down there and do something to Joe Rogan, and if he wanted to try to fight back, he could. But
see, I was even a little skeptical. Like, to me, it seemed like his intention was to challenge him to a fight. He just took the video too far.
It did kind of get that vibe.
Yeah.
But
you still can't do that.
You still can't do that because this dude looks like he's legitimately crazy. He's angry at Joe Rogan. There's no doubt about that. But
did Joe Rogan do something?
No, other than
he called him out on the steroid thing a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
So, and to call that guy out on doing steroids, you're ruining his whole gimmick of all I do is eat raw meat, and that's why I look the way I do. But just the look in his face, the way he was speaking, like something's off. And he actually shot another video after he got arrested and I guess appeared before court. And this is the video from that. He's got an ankle monitor on now.
But Rogan versus Liver King, again, it's not what you think. I'm talking about the filmmaker, the funny, the actual genius comedian, Good and True. That guy's Good and True. I'll pick a funny fight with him. So we're going to go there for that reason. But 200 yards, restrain myself I must do. If anybody, here's how we do it. If anybody's last name is Rogan and you're in the capital of Austin, Texas, like Capitol Hill stuff place, like where they make laws like Rogan versus Liver King, where bullies that are big, that don't just do Good and True, are held accountable. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. So if you don't mind, just don't be there for a little while, within 200 yards. Oh, how about this? If your first name starts with a J and the last name is Rogan, announce yourself if you're at Capitol. In the actual Capitol, like where it looks really cool. Where is it at? Where are you at, Capitol?
I think we know who
we're going.
he's talking
Somewhere.
about.
I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, boy! That's how all roads actually bleed when you're barbarian. So we're going to go there, and I invite everyone else to come. The news should be there. But if your first name starts with a J and the last name is Rogan, I actually do invite your family, and I take it back. I invite you to come to meet my family. That's what I invite. But because of these things, the ankle monitor, stuff like that, and because of the law, I can't invite you to do that. Not tonight. Not until after July, this date, after these
music's
results,
killing me.
which I can't
Yeah,
say.
so that's, I mean, there's obviously a serious mental illness situation going on here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just based on how his verbiage and how he's talking and everything, like
once again, he was talking about he's a great guy, and then
now I get the vibes of someone who was using a substance for a long time and is no longer using, and now they're having lots of problems.
Yeah, it could be that.
Okay, that could be, but man, that he does have a beard game. I'd like to have his mustache, not the rest of it. Because I would do, I would trim it down a little bit, and then I would do a Wyatt Earp where I would put the wax and have it come around.
But look, his face is like folding in. Like he's starting to look like a bulldog.
Yeah. Man, his calves are nothing to brag about.
So he was eating raw meat, but he wasn't doing any skincare. But if you're the Liver King and you're a warrior, as he says, you kind of want to look like that, right?
I guess.
Look like a Viking.
I was just going to say Viking, yeah.
So I guess, I don't think he lived in Austin. So is he now confined to a hotel? And how much money is this guy got? Can we Google net worth for a Liver King?
I think he probably made a good bit off the top.
But the Liver King net worth. Let's see what he's got. His name is Brian Johnson. Is not publicly available and is difficult to estimate. While he has gained significant popularity and wealth through his social media presence and ancient nutrition supplements business, specific details remain private. So he's got a supplement business too? Was it like liver capsules? And
let's find out.
Liver King supplement
Grind
store.
up some steak and stuff it in a capsule.
Ancestral Supplements Starter Pack. $125, man.
Yeah.
Throw that up on the screen. Let's
This one, that's him?
I guess. Ancestral Supplements, that seems like his website. Huh.
Oh, at least he's giving 10% off right now.
Grass-fed beef liver, it says. So it is liver capsules.
Oh, we have a mystery
mystery discount.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I ain't gonna do that.
I'm gonna get
the
that.
next thing you know, I got a whole bunch of new things. But yeah, it's a little expensive.
Crazy. Well, yeah. So don't take those supplements because you're gonna be acting like that guy.
Yeah.
That's not good PR, by the way. That's actually, buy my supplements and you can be batshit crazy like me.
Man, that just, I mean, I've got issues. I know.
Yeah, you do.
But I ain't batshit crazy. I take good supplements like I was showing everybody Tuesday. I take good supplements.
You take a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. What else? Look at John Byrne.
I know. I'm sorry. I looked over there.
We will, I wish I could piece this together with the first part. I think I will for the Bubba Army podcast.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to think it was YouTube's fault on that.
I think
not what we said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. But with that said, we'll go ahead and dip out and
real quick, Bama Phoenix said that it was $310 million.
He's worth $310 million.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
We'll dip out of here and then we'll come back on the other side with the members only. Y'all just, it takes a little longer than I anticipated because remember last time it took us like 30 minutes to start the members only. We will we'll try to do that quicker this time. But before we do, we need to do a simple final words. And I want to start with the one and only Tony Go.
Okay, I had other things to show, but I'll show on the members only. So final words, stay positive. Hope there's not a civil war.
No, this is part of your final words.
Okay, I'll show everybody that. All right. Yeah. So I went out.
That's why I did them early. So
okay, I did the music video thing. They contacted me, and I went there after the podcast Tuesday. So there's me and Cassio Kid.
Look at that
in the background.
Cassio's a wild-looking guy.
Now this is why I really went. This guy right here, Brett Scallions. He was the lead singer of Fuel. Great guy, and he was super nice in person.
He almost looks like Kid Rock in that picture.
Yeah, with that hat.
Yep. So he was super nice. I mean, stood up to meet me and everything, and then we even talked for like 5 minutes. So very pleased about that. And then I was involved in a music video. I was in it. I was jumping up and down and stuff. And I know I got the Bubba Army shirt in there because there was cameras on me, and I was right in front of the lead singer when they were filming. And I've got the same song stuck in my head. I can't get it out.
They had to play it 200 times.
Oh, it was kept over and over and over, and then halfway through, if they didn't like what they saw, they'd cut it and then start from the beginning, and
And this is the Charlie Reese band. You heard us talking about it when David Lynham was on here. This is their music video.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the song?
Yeah, it's What should I? Yeah, it's Beer Don't Lie. Is the
Beer
name of
Don't
the song.
Lie.
Yeah, it's like a rock anthem kind of thing.
Yeah.
A little bit of country, but rock mainly.
It's all on Spotify and Apple Podcast. You can find that song.
Right. And I took some video, and there's lots more pictures, but I just don't want to show all that yet until they release the video.
You don't want to blow his load?
Nope.
What if you... What?
I know what that means.
Okay. Well, you're the one going getting a blowjob at the McLean Center.
Well, and it was a tornado of a time.
But I'll say this in my final words.
Yes.
Brett was one of my favorite rock stars of all time that I looked up to, Jimmy Page, etc. But for some reason now, my favorite rocker now is David Lynam.
Nice.
Just because, yeah, he's now my new hero in the music world.
Nice. You sure you don't want to show any extra stuff?
Nah, it's all right. I don't. Maybe I could, but
You do it
maybe
there-
members only. Or
We'll do it
something.
on members only.
Okay.
Yeah, because that stuff's out there. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
John Bird, final words and take your time. Although I might have to go pee if you go too long.
David Lynam is my favorite rocker too.
Oh, you didn't think about
Is that a jab at me? What's up?
No,
Yeah, because he's a musician.
No, I'm not. I had a failed past, but you know what? I enjoyed what I did, and I would like to tell everyone that July 1st, I've got I'm re-releasing the album we did in 1991. It's been remixed and it'll be on all platforms. And
Maybe you can be Tony's favorite rocker at that point.
That's my hope.
Is this a post black and white, or is this video, or just audio?
No, I mean it's audio. It's on. Yeah,
Okay.
it's on. It'll be on Spotify, Apple Music.
Wait, post black and white.
Well, he's old now. I just wanted to make sure.
What the hell?
I'm sorry.
Well, actually, oddly enough, the name of the album is Dreams in Black and White.
Oh, really?
So I know you meant to do that.
That's what I meant. Yeah,
I know that's what you meant. But take care of yourself and all that shit. That's it. I'm just mad. Everybody has disappointed me. Everybody on the chat has disappointed me. You have disappointed me. You have disappointed me. And you know what? I'm disappointed in myself.
John Bird, the fat pig's trying to tell you hello. He said good evening, bubbles and all. He put you in there. He didn't put us in there.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Okay, the fat pig, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry that I said that. That was, I took an extra lion's mane tablet, and that kind of made me, a little weird. So I wanted to apologize. Andrew, I want to apologize to you. I want to apologize to you, Tony. I want to apologize to everyone out there because, everyone in my life I've pushed away.
Oh, no.
People have loved me unconditionally, and I pushed them away. I pushed away friends. I pushed away family at times, and I don't want to push you guys away. I don't want to push you away, and I don't want to push you away. And you know what? I will eat this pastrami or whatever the fuck it is with pride. I'm going to do it for you, not for me, not to make myself feel better. For you, because I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
I was thinking while you did that speech, one person that you'd probably never be able to push away would be Boomer. Because Boomer sticks around like a...
Boomer, I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize to him. He's not going anywhere.
I'm going to make a list of everybody that's on here, and the members thing, I'm going to apologize to them individually.
Even though he put the N-word in the chat. But outside of that, he's good.
Outside of that.
We need some moderator decorum.
Was it an A or a hard R?
It was an A. He was trying to make a point of it's just a word, everybody chill.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe put some little star emojis in there or something.
Only Angry Shakespeare.
Yeah, only Angry Shakespeare can say that.
That's true.
And it's censored.
Yes.
So, all right, we're going to get out of here. Coming up next, members only. So be on the lookout for that via YouTube. And thanks for subscribing. If you're not a member, make sure you go sign up for a membership. It's only $4.99 a month. You're going to have to do it on a desktop or your Android phone. Apple won't let you do it from the YouTube app. I don't know why. But $4.99 a month, totally worth it. You can hang out with us here in just a matter of moments. Thank you, fellas.
Yes, sir.
For all you do. You okay, John Burns?
Yeah, a little Itchy nose.
Thank you, everybody in the chat.
Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Bubba Army. Until next time, circus.